And we're back.
Hooray! We're on a bridge.
My Discord issues have
Been resolved.
We're on a bridge, Charlie.
So yes, to recap, the Raven Queen created a portal underneath all of you, teleported you to the edge of this bridge in the Shadowfell, said good luck, and left you to it.
Yes.
So, part 1 of trial. Cross bridge, talk to Guy, say to Guy, we want Raven Queen's favour.
Yes. However, I have a hunch that it's not going to be that simple.
yeah.
No, it's definitely not going to be that simple.
I should.
We just look at every single time heroes have to cross a bridge.
Elizabeth begins to rattle off mythos of heroes crossing bridges.
and having to fight something along the way.
I'm just hoping for an Indiana Jones situation where it's like, no, the bridge is just there. It's just looks dangerous.
Yeah. It's like the leap of faith.
Yeah. Well, shall we get going?
Yeah, let's get going. Let's cross a bridge.
So you begin to head towards the bridge. It's like 100 feet away. As you begin to walk towards it, you realise that the two towers on the either side of it with the arching like bridgehead over the top of it is occupied. There is a lantern on inside in one of the towers, and there is sounds of conversation coming from inside. As you approach even closer, you become aware that above the bridge itself there is an inscription in Common and a handful of other languages that says, "Know the dread of what comes and do not shrink from it."
How ominous.
Wait, I'm sorry, can you repeat that again? There was a very loud car that passed and I couldn't hear anything for a
Know the dread of what comes and do not shrink from it.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Spooky.
It is ominous.
So, basically, don't fear death. Or, well, I guess this might be something else than death.
Don't fear challenges, maybe. Oh well, let's forge on.
Yep, cross the bridge.
Okay.
That was the most Arya response.
What is she supposed to do?
Yep.
That's not true.
I mean, I agree.
Grim and Elizabeth are just looking up at this inscription, trying to puzzle out what it means, and Arya's just like, "All right, let's walk across the bridge."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forrest is right behind her, like, yeah.
Yep.
Why are we waiting?
To be fair, I was about to be like, yeah, no, let's just cross this fucking bridge already.
Okay.
It's basically what it says.
There's an ominous inscription. Let's not cross the bridge.
So, Arya and Kelariis forge on ahead with Grim and Elizabeth bringing up the rear. So, as you walk out across this bridge, you're not sure whether it's the sense of perspective, but this bridge is long. Like, it from an initial glance, it seems fairly long as it spans the whole canyon, but walking across this, it's almost like your perception is shifting, like this thing is far, far longer than you were expecting.
Long bridge.
No!
Oh god, we can't.
It's too late, I've already done it.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Japanese adverts, everything.
you keep walking.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah, you try to sort of like focus on a fixed point on the horizon and just keep moving towards it, and it really doesn't feel like you're getting any closer.
Just keep going.
What if I look behind?
If you look behind you,
Yes. Does the pillar plaque thing that we came from look any further away?
again with the perspective shift, it's difficult to tell. You feel like you've travelled less distance than you have, but you must have travelled some distance because it is further away.
Okay. So it does look further away than like that.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep,
So-
just gotta keep going.
I guess we could just keep going.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody make me a... I guess this is a charisma saving throw.
Oh, great.
My
I'm so great
favourite.
at those.
Well,
Is this
actually,
a,
wisdom are my favorite, I guess.
Yeah, is this
yeah.
a spell effect?
Wait, charisma or wisdom? Sorry.
Charisma save.
Charisma.
Yeah,
It is not a spell effect for the purposes of your magic resistance.
Fucking, oh my
Oh,
god.
but is it magic?
That was
Oh.
On the
But
bright
it-
side, everybody around me gets the +3.
Wait, but is it magic?
Yay.
But also, yeah, Clarence, that's bad.
That
It's
is actually a really awful roll.
it's not magic for the purposes of giving advantage from magic resist. It's not.
Okay, well, this, no, it was more like just any magical effect thing that gnomes have. But that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in two minds about whether this is actually magical because this is technically
Well-
just a manifestation of the way the Shadowfell works.
I would say it's not magical then. It's just
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah,
Just
the nature
it's
of
nature.
the Shadowfell.
Yes.
It's not magical because the wind is not magical.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna make a joke that I realized nobody here would get. I would just sound like an idiot.
It's okay. Hey, it's not like you'd be the only one to do that.
Yeah,
could
I
totally
mean-
make that joke anyway.
Rob does it like once every 10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
all of us are just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, like you could totally make jokes that no one else will get. Who knows? Maybe Dave will get it.
Wow.
Maybe.
High praise of Dave.
Okay.
And
So-
I'm just imagining Dave just like watching these videos, just like Captain America, just I got that. That's a thing that I got.
Yes.
So, you continue to sort of like strive to cross this bridge, and everyone except Elizabeth, you are beginning to feel like this is pointless. There has to be something more to crossing this bridge. It can't be that you'll just keep walking and walking and walking. You'll never get anywhere. Elizabeth, you don't feel like giving up.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Elizabeth strives onwards. What are the rest
Hold
of
up, Elizabeth.
What? Why?
I don't know. I feel like there has to be some other way. This doesn't really seem like we're getting anywhere.
That's probably the whole point, though.
Well, we're also having a
Probably the
bunch of
whole
challenges.
point Wait, what? Well, yeah, that's probably the whole point of this particular challenge. It may not feel like we're getting anywhere, but we are getting somewhere, because if you look behind us, we've clearly moved. We may not be getting there as fast as we thought, but we're still getting somewhere.
But like,
We're together,
What
we're
if
making
we-
progress, we just need to we need to push on, even though things
we
may seem
did
daunting.
we did kind of just brush off that initial plaque, didn't we?
Yeah.
Kind of think like, what if we like? It kind of seems like we should have solved it, and then like, next pillar or something would show up.
Or there's some other trick to getting across that we've missed.
Or we could just... It's a bridge, guys.
It's not your average bridge, if you haven't noticed.
Okay, well, yeah, it's not your average bridge, but... By the gods, we don't deal with your average anything day to day, really, do we?
Which means this could be an infinite bridge until we do whatever we need to do.
Or this could be the sense of dread that the thing mentioned, and we just need to keep going.
I think it's looking for an alternative is different. We're not giving up, we're just trying something else. You know, we gotta realize our mistakes. Perhaps that's what we did. Made a mistake.
We can't shrink from this, guys. We're committed. We've already started. If we go back now, that just wastes time. We're committed, and who knows? If it's taking us this long to get to the end in the first place, who knows how long it's going to take us to get back again? It may take us even longer to get back. We've started.
That is a whole lot of assumptions
You're making a whole lot of assumptions.
based on what has happened so far, not based on assumptions of things that could possibly happen. This is based on what we've seen so far.
I mean, based on what we've seen so far, it could still be the case that if we just choose to walk the other way, it may take longer than it seems. Also, have you considered the fact that this is the Shadowfell, and the Shadowfell is, like, really fucky, and nothing makes sense?
I guess, to Elizabeth's credit, this isn't the first time we've encountered something of this effect. Maybe not to this degree, but...
Nothing works as normal in the Shadowfell, so we can't exactly treat this like we would if it was something on the material plane. If we were on the material plane and we were walking along a bridge and we didn't seem to be getting any closer to the end, then yeah, I would start suspecting that maybe something else was up. But as this is the Shadowfell, it's entirely possible that this is just the Shadowfell messing with us.
You realize that you are saying this to people who have all been here before, along with yourself.
Yeah, I know. But
Well,
I'm just
you two are
pointing
the
that
only
out.
ones that have actually traveled here. Like, we've touched the Shadowfell.
Yeah, I suppose we didn't really travel anywhere when we went. We just sort of showed up in the Cabal's hideout and... Well, I mean, I guess we kind of traveled a bit, but we weren't in there for very long. It was like, what? Barely a day?
Plus, if I recall correctly, there was no distortion.
No.
I guess I kind of just, like, look at Arya to see what she's thinking.
Oh yeah, alright, you've got your tracker senses. What do your tracker senses
I don't know how
tell?
well they would work here.
I mean, you can make me a survival check and find out.
Not great.
Okay. Yeah, it is difficult for you to tell. There's no indication of signs or anything. But giving it a look around, you can see in the distance something that had sort of eluded your vision before. That looks like almost like a small flame. Like somebody's got a meager campfire or something going.
Hmm. I say we just keep going, I guess.
Well, yes, you know. I'll think of something whilst we're walking, I guess.
Yeah, there you go, that's another point. Think of an alternative while we walk.
Let's go, then.
You continue onwards. Arya, you fixate on this campfire for a little while as you walk. And after what feels like an eternity, you begin to get closer. And at that point you realise that there's somebody sitting at the bonfire tending to it. As much as you can say tending to it, he's just sort of poking it with a stick. There is a grey-skinned elf or grey-skinned elf akin, sitting next to the fire. He sort of looks up as you all approach, and sort of chuckles to himself and says, "More pilgrims."
Of a sort?
Well, what did she call him? This is the actual other side of the bridge, or is this?
No, you're
on
still in the
bridge
middle
then?
of the bridge.
Oh, this is still in the middle of the
You
bridge.
haven't
Okay.
you haven't even made it to the first set of towers yet.
Yeah, I was like, wait, because we're supposed to be the guy on the other side of the bridge, but this is not
Yes.
that guy then.
No, that's a different guy.
Have a good day.
Well, yeah, in response to
traveler?
him being like, more pilgrims, like, I just say, of a sorts?
He sort of like looks at it and says, "Good day is subjective."
Well, everything's subjective if you think about it, but, you know.
Yes. Plenty of time for that here.
Well,
and
we've
who are
got.
you?
Oh, just another lost soul.
I'm assuming you're trying to get. You tried to get to the other side of the bridge.
I thought about it. I had such grand ambitions a long time ago. Cross the bridge, I thought. Earn the favour. And here I am. Of course, no point turning back either. Never ends.
Everything has an end.
Not this time.
Yeah, considering one of the Raven Queen's tenets is that everything has an end,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this has an end too.
All things must come to an end so that the next thing can begin.
He sort of nods, smiles, says, yes. Faith. I clung to that once as well.
You'd be welcome to come with us if you like. It might make the journey easier.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, she's also going to say, like, it does make things a lot easier if you have friends by your side. Yeah, persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a good first roll as well.
Yeah. He looks at you, like smiles, just sort of like shakes his head, and says, "Perhaps, if we're fortunate enough, if we meet when you decide to turn around and come back the other way, then we'll see."
Are you sure you're happy just sitting here?
Doesn't matter what I'm happy for.
Guess what's there? That's
But
what.
surely that's.
Are there any more plaques?
Give me
I
a
know.
perception check.
I was going to say, we're nowhere near the next set of towers yet. Why would there be a plaque?
I mean, there could be a plaque just lying around. Make me a perception check.
Like, obviously, is that why he decided
Yeah.
to set up camp here? Maybe, you know. Just P for perception. There we go.
You-
P for perception.
You can see nothing notable
Good.
in the surroundings.
P for perception and B for blind.
Wow.
Uh,
But surely that's. Well, I don't get it though. If you're not enjoying doing something, why are you not trying to move on to something better?
He sort of like gestures around him and says, "There is no better. There is only directions. Forward is no good. Back is no good. I've considered down."
What is down?
A chasm.
But that's not really. Yeah, once you get down there, it's like I don't know. Yeah, never mind.
He sort of chuckles to himself and says, "I'm not planning on being conscious when I get down."
Yeah. Also, look. Well, but again, that's kind of the point. Like, you're thinking too short term.
Well, I
Things
guess
may not look worth doing now, but that doesn't mean
Well-
you shouldn't do them. You may
Like-
move on to something better.
I guess the question is, why did you begin this journey?
I was a pilgrim like yourselves. I wanted to be someone.
You still can be.
He smiles again and shakes his head and says, "You'll see." Soon enough, you'll be back here. The campfire is waiting.
Or at least we'll have a warm place to return to. Is the fire even warm?
It's little more than embers, but if you huddle up close to it, it's warm.
I guess that's something. I just realized. Well.
Yeah, okay. I pray that one day you can find yourself and maybe continue your journey.
I guess you may also see where this is going, but like you wouldn't like a lost soul like you wouldn't have counted as undead, would you?
He sort of like looks at you quizzically and says, "I'm very much alive, thank you very much. For what it's
Well,
worth."
Like it's hard to tell at this point.
Well, since you seem quite, I won't say happy, but content to remain, we won't bother you further. Come on, guys, let's keep going. And I'm gonna try and usher my friends along.
Okay. Do the rest of you continue?
Yeah.
I guess
I
are we
guess
still
so.
under the influence of the charm?
It's not a charm.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
you're
and
not compelled to do anything. You just feel like this whole exercise is fruitless.
oh, okay, well, but like I just meant was the whatever effect still
Effect is
But
still
yeah.
affecting.
Yes. Yeah, you still feel like you're getting frustrated and this feels like it's getting you nowhere. Yeah,
yeah.
you're not magically compelled to do anything, so
No, charm was just the wrong word. It was just because it was a
Yeah.
charisma save, so I was like,
yes. Yes. Think of it more like it testing your willpower.
if only you tested my gut instead. um, like Grim will just follow along, I guess, for now. Trying to come up with some elaborate plan to use a rope to swing around.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What if we jump off the bridge but then swing around?
Catapult myself a great distance.
What if we all yeet ourselves to the other side?
What if I was on the end of a rope and Kelariis was to
What if
hammer throw
Elizabeth
me?
turns into a giant bat and just carries us away?
Honestly, that's not even the worst idea.
Oh no.
I could... Yeah. Anyway, let's just keep moving. Come on,
Okay.
guys.
You keep moving.
And like as we're leaving, I'm just gonna be like, "You're still welcome to join."
He just chuckles unsettlingly.
Keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then once we're out of earshot, it's just gonna be like, guys, this is probably the dread it was that inscription was talking about. The fear that, no matter what you do, no matter how far you seem to progress, you never actually get anywhere. The feeling that
Perhaps.
that it's not going to end, and that no matter what you do, there's no effect you can have on it. And the best thing we can do is just keep going. To not shirk from it.
See, I'm a little worried that we've dug a hole, and we could go back and climb out of the hole, or we could keep on digging in the hopes of digging our way out of the hole, which is only going to make getting out harder.
I mean, come on. You guys do remember that if push comes to shove, getting back isn't actually a problem, right?
Yeah. Well, like that's why we're still walking, I guess.
Like, if we desperately decide, no, it's pointless, let's go back, it doesn't matter how far along this bridge we get. So we might as well see how far we can go. And if we make it to the end, nice.
Okay. Everybody make me another charisma saving throw as you've all been walking. Elizabeth, make yours at advantage.
Cool. Oh, for God's sake.
Well, like, maybe. No, that's not going to be enough, is it?
I had advantage.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh my god!
Okay.
God!
Alright, no!
Well, alright.
What's Kelariis' bonus again? +3?
Plus 3.
It's a plus. Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought
Yeah,
you
but,
meant,
like,
my.
Oh, no,
I
yeah,
failed
yours is
with
a
the 13.
+12. You rolled a 2
Yeah.
and then a 1.
Yeah.
I-
Okay. So, Kelariis and Arya, you still feel like this whole exercise is pointless, and the more you walk, the more you're just becoming aware that, like, it really doesn't feel like you're making any difference. There's no dent in this thing. And Elizabeth, as you've been walking for a while, you're beginning to doubt your own theory. Grim, on the other hand, Grim, as you're walking, you're paying attention to the way, like, things move underfoot, and, like, you're trying not to look at the surroundings. You're instead just trying to focus on your feet. And just the way that things feel underfoot, you have to be making progress. The ground underfoot changes every time you put your feet down. None of it feels the same. You can't see any difference in where you are, but you can feel it.
Okay. You know what? You might actually have been right.
Hang on, I feel like...
Okay.
Elizabeth's doing a very bad job of putting on a brave face.
Okay.
Very, very bad job of putting on a brave face.
What is a lie?
She's trying to hide the fact that
Yeah.
she was feeling doubtful of the plan.
Yeah. Elizabeth is just, like, charging forward, but she's got the very urgent look of somebody who is like, shit, I just fucked up.
Yeah, basically.
Well.
But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stop walking yet.
What about the other two?
I mean, Arya's looking increasingly worn down, I think.
Yeah. I think that at this point, the only thing keeping Kelariis going is probably some deep-seated remnants of when she was still in the army, where it was like, you keep going until somebody tells you to stop.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're just going on pure conditioning at this point.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you two look like you're very much trying to...
I imagine the two of them are just sort of stone-faced.
Yeah. I guess Grim looks okay now?
Grim is walking along with his eyes closed, pretty much.
No.
Like, he is opening them occasionally, but he's spending long periods of time where he's, like, not really looking at his surroundings. He's just
I'm not walking off the edge. No, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, you basically just check to make sure you're not walking off the edge.
That would be most
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I mean, the walls on the side of the bridge are, like, chest high for most of you, so it would take a great deal for Grim to walk off the edge.
Okay.
I guess I'm not going to face
You really have
plant.
to
Would be
fuck
more. Would be more
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
Gonna walk into a wall.
Yes. So you're just sort of grinding
Yes.
onwards?
I guess
I guess-
the one thing I will grab my probably my best friend in this entire campaign, good old Chalk.
Mhm.
Oh, you're gonna make some chalk markings on the floor.
We can do markings. I just realized if we never encounter the same marking, and we should be okay.
Do a mark every like 10 paces.
I was more thinking like was the rate we're going every couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, that works too. Well, also like Elizabeth thinking like Elizabeth might eventually like, because I imagine she's kind of leading, given how she was initially like, "Come on, let's do this." Which probably drops back a little bit, just to be alongside like Arya and Kelariis, and tries to like hold their hands to try and encourage them on, because she's still trying to put on this brave face. Like if they don't let her, they don't let her, and she doesn't push, but like she tries.
Arya's not gonna let you hold her hand. Not with how irritated she probably is at this point.
Barely even let
Yeah.
Jaldrum hold your hand.
Well,
Jaldrum did hold my hand!
Yeah, but it took a lot of effort.
So?
But yeah, she's just doing that to try and be supportive.
Kelariis, how
The
do you
lady
respond
has
to
make
that?
a man work for it.
Wow.
Damn.
I've been working for way longer than he has. I'm trying.
Kelariis, how are you reacting to Elizabeth
Oh.
like taking your hand?
I think. Sorry, I cut out a little bit. Did she say something as well, or is she just?
She's just
No,
like
she's-
taking your hand like silently.
Yeah.
The intent is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause
no.
she's still putting on her brave face.
Yeah, no, I wanted to make sure she hadn't said anything because my internet like cut
Yep.
for a hot second, but it wasn't.
yeah.
I thought I didn't miss, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I think Kelariis just kind of like doesn't pull her hand away. Kelariis doesn't mind. It's like a little weird, but
Yep.
she knows Elizabeth well enough. And just kind of like looks at Elizabeth, tries to give like a little bit of a smile back, but it clearly is just the motion instead of like having the feeling behind it.
Yeah. It's just like a lip smile. There's no eyes for
Yeah.
a genuine smile.
And so you keep on.
Keep on keeping on.
So everybody make me another charisma save. Grim, you may make it at advantage, and then Grim, make me an intelligence. You can make me an intelligence check, and if you are proficient in Arcana, you can make it in Arcana.
Oh yeah, I am proficient in Arcana.
Okay.
No, like ever since we've had our wizard, people have forgotten that Grim used to be.
He used to be the Arcana
Oh, for
boy.
fuck's sake.
I guess I'll do this first.
Okay.
I should have done my charisma save first, shouldn't I? Well, this is fine.
That's okay.
Okay, well, we're getting up there.
Oh,
Okay.
Arya's
Doesn't
very
need
good.
advantage.
You don't even need to roll the second dice because that's the maximum you can get.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you had advantage. You don't need
Okay.
it.
Elizabeth, you are becoming less and less convinced that your strategy was right. Arya, you are gradually reaching the end of your tether. Kelariis, as you are walking, you are trying to find the motivation to keep going deep down. And you're struggling to find it up until there is a moment where there is just the briefest flash of a man with long red hair smiling down at you, believing in you. And all of a sudden, the road doesn't quite seem so harsh anymore. Grim, on the other hand, with basically being deep in your thoughts, like going along, making these check marks, thinking about things, you are feeling a lot more positive about, like, you're beginning to understand the problem that is at hand. You are understanding the challenge and therefore are in your element. And as you're sort of making these chalk outlines, after about maybe what feels like maybe an hour of making these chalk outlines, you're regularly like looking over your shoulder and checking these chalk marks. And you're starting to realize that beyond a certain point on this bridge, the chalk markings fade into nothing. and it's you see this happen the first time, and you're marginally concerned, and so you make the marks at regular intervals, and then the second mark disappears about the same time after the first, and then the third mark the same time after the second, and you realise that you are standing, you are walking inside an illusion, and basically beyond 120 feet away from you is an illusion.
Okay. See.
Because you still haven't made it to the first set of towers, but that's impossible. The distance you have travelled, you must be there. You must be beyond it. You must be almost to the other side.
Yeah. Like, is there any is there any way that we haven't made it across if this weird effect wouldn't have been there? With the amount of time that we've walked, because we've spent.
So by the time that, like, in the time that you've been walking, something must be slowing you down. But even with that accounted for, you must be nearly at the end.
Hundred and 20 feet. Well, I guess considering nobody has, is objecting, I guess we're nearly near the end. Just a little longer.
You're saying that out loud.
Yeah. I'm saying that out loud.
Are we though?
Seems like we're going nowhere.
No, Grim's right. We have to be going somewhere.
Look, I would, I would explain it, but I think that would take more time than it would take for us to cross the bridge. Well, I guess it's not that complicated, but we can only see 120, roughly 120 feet. Yeah. So just a little more, shall we?
We can't let a bridge be the thing that stops us from doing what we need to do. And I kind of look at Arya, and if Elizabeth is still holding my hand, just kind of like give a reassuring squeeze and like a proper smile this time, I think.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you probably earn like that half-hearted smile that Kelariis initially gave from Elizabeth now, and she just goes, I mean, I trust you guys, so.
I guess we'll keep going.
Okay. You keep walking.
Yeah.
So what feels like maybe another 10 minutes, 15 minutes passes. And then Arya, you're at the lead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So every footfall after the next feels just like a huge weight. And the desire to turn around and go back is just so compelling. And then you take one more heavy step and almost jump in fright as the walls of the tower rush up to meet you.
Oh, shit.
So the rest of you, Arya just stops moving.
Arya?
I think we reached the end.
The rest of you
yes.
don't feel like that yet.
The illusion, of course. I guess I'm just gonna run forward a little bit.
Okay, yeah, you jog up to where Arya is and get the walls rush up to meet you.
Like a little bit surprised. It's like I'm just gonna wave the others over.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, keep walking.
Okay, yeah, the same thing happens to the two of you.
Ugh.
And yeah, you are stood in front of a black stone wall that runs around the outside of this keep, or the outside of this tower. And now you look at this tower. This tower is made of ice.
Oh.
Oh,
Is this
don't slip.
Is this the tower that was at the end of the bridge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, between you and the tower is this tall wall, with a set of heavy, huge doors, far too big for any of you to be able to open. And sitting in front, I guess, probably kneeling in front of it, is a humanoid figure with what looks like an executioner's axe. Basically, at his side, that he's sort of leaning on as he's kneeling. And he has a cloaked hood that comes up over his head.
I was gonna say, did the Raven Queen give us the name of the person who's at the other end of the bridge?
She did not.
Okay, just that there was someone at the other end of the bridge and we had to tell them the thing.
Yes.
Does this count as the other end of the bridge, though? Or is it because...
Well, she said when you reach the end of the trial.
Well, I guess seeing this person, I'm just gonna say, hello?
Upon hearing your voice, the figure looks up at you. Beneath the dark hood, the figure is wearing a thick blindfold. But they appear to have heard you.
You wouldn't be able to tell us where to get the Raven Queen's favor?
It turns turns its head towards the source of the sound. Basically just says, "You have tested your resolve. The Queen's favor meets you at the end of the trial. Two more challenges remain."
And how do we...
Do we still have that feeling of... I'm assuming the feeling's sort of faded now?
Yeah, there is still a lingering sense of despondency, but that's just kind of the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Well,
So, where's the next challenge? Where do we go next?
He gestures over his shoulder to the gate.
I guess we'll pass through. How?
Oh, I see. So the gate is the next challenge. Which is the same way that the bridge was the first. Is there another one of those inscriptions somewhere?
There is no inscription here.
What were the tenets? I'm trying to remind myself. Well, the first one was something along the lines of, don't pity the dead. Second one was... Oh, what was it? I remember the third one, but not the second. Because there's the don't pity the dead, deal with the undead. And then there was it everything must die?
The tenets were. I will paste them for you. Those. Oops. Those are the first two, and I need to tweak the second one slightly from my notes.
Well, it's the second one that I.
Yeah, and the third one is watch for the cults of undeath and stamp them out where they arise.
Oh, and this is the second one was basically deal with anyone who tries to be, immortal.
Yeah.
Punish hubris where you find it. A giant gate is not what I imagined.
Well, to be fair, the first one offers no hint that it's just going to be a really long bridge that makes you try not to cross it.
Yeah, so the challenges may not directly reference the tenets. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Throughout, Grim is muttering under his breath and thinking to himself. The blindfolded figure just seems to be waiting for you guys.
I mean, I guess I'm sort of approaching the gate.
Okay.
Because assuming he's, gestured to it and said that's where we have to go next.
Oh,
A closer look at this gate, because presumably we've got to get past it in some way in order to get to the tower. But
it's huge and heavy. There is no way that you are strong enough to open it.
But that must mean it has some sort of other way of opening. So is there some sort of mechanism?
Give me an investigation check.
Hidden or otherwise? I mean, I guess I'd also then turn to Grim and be like, "Hey, Grim, can you help me look for something that opens this door?"
Yeah, I was thinking something similar. I'll help out.
Okay, make an investigation check with advantage. Okay. There is no physical mechanism for opening this door.
Okay.
If you had to make a guess, it probably requires some sort of magical means or immense physical strength to open.
Are we still
if I cast detect magic, do I find anything?
Okay, go ahead and detect magic. Grim, what are you doing? What were you saying?
Are we still in earshot of the blind guy or the
blindfolded guy? Yes. Yeah, he's only a short distance away.
Would you know how to open this door?
I do.
Okay. Would you be so kind to share this knowledge?
Of course. And he stands up. None of you speak Shadar-kai. So he says a series of harsh-sounding words in a language that you don't understand, and the door opens.
Oh.
Wow, that was much easier than I expected.
Just ask nicely.
Just ask nicely. He's like, yeah.
Yeah,
alright.
Elizabeth just cast a spell. She goes, "Oh,
yeah.
Thank you very much."
So as you turn to thank the guy, he is magical. He is an illusion.
Oh.
I wonder if perhaps if that was the challenge, I wonder if it was just knowing when to ask for help.
I guess so.
Yeah, must be.
Unless there's something just beyond the gate proper.
Yeah, what's beyond the gate now that it's opening?
Okay, beyond the gate, there is a large crystal tower. Oh, sorry, a large, ice tower. Crystalline tower.
Right, let's go meet Elsa.
It's not that kind of crystalline tower.
So that was ice.
It is ice, yes. Black ice, sort of, dark ice, not transparent ice.
Oh, I thought.
Well, Elsa's.
I thought you meant black ice,
ice.
The slippery type of ice.
Well, it would be very slippery if it was not, literally sheer.
Yeah.
Your problem would not be.
If it was a floor.
Yeah, if it was a floor, it would be slippery. But because it's a vertical tower, you've got bigger problems to worry about.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, fair
gravity.
We got bigger problems to worry about than maybe slipping on a floor that doesn't look like it's icy.
But yeah, it is like black ice, the slippy kind.
Let's go.
Okay, so you step inside. There is like basically an archway in the ice that you just step into. Until basically you reach a basically in the there is a short hallway that leads into an open chamber that seems to take up the majority of the center of the spire. There is no immediately obvious way up or down, but Elizabeth, with your detect magic, I need to look what this would be. With your detect magic, you become aware that there is a strong aura of conjuration in the center of the room, where there is a white circle on the floor.
That's not suspicious at all.
Yeah. Can
Oh, I'm sure it's totally fine.
Can I take a closer look at this circle of magic?
Okay.
This conjuring circle.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check. Okay.
Christ. We are not rolling. We're having weird results with our +12 rolls.
So with a cursory evaluation, this is you suspect if you step into this, it will translocate you somewhere else. The question is where and how. There doesn't appear to be any means to interact with it.
In that case, yeah, she'll turn to the others and say, well, this is definitely the take you someplace else kind of conjuration, and not the summon something conjuration, but I don't know how it works.
Wait, it's to take your kind. Could it also be to bring something here kind? So...
Well, if there was something like this on the other side, then yeah, in theory.
But I guess they wouldn't know.
But also, like...
I will say, with your understanding of teleporting and things like that, this is directional. This is ascending.
Oh.
It could theoretically receive, but this is specifically configured to send you somewhere.
Yeah. In that case, she says, well, like, in theory, but yeah, it's mostly for just, taking something and moving it elsewhere.
Well, I don't see any other way out, do I?
No, there appears to be no other way to navigate the tower.
Well, who wants to go first?
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know how it works. I don't even know if stepping within it will do anything necessarily.
Well, just be sure to follow if it works. Then I'll step into the circle, I guess.
Okay. You step into the circle. Nothing happens. With the exception of there is something probing at your mind.
The best kind of probing.
Not if you ask me.
That thing probing at my mind. What is that all about? Or I feel like I'm gonna find out.
It's I guess the best way to describe it is it feels like it's waiting for you to think something.
I get like go, teleport, open sesame.
Grim just walks back to us. Well, I'm out of options.
Do you think about like what the other side of the bridge might be like?
We're on the other side of the bridge. I mean, okay. Are we trying to get up this tower?
Well, I'm not sure if it's going up or continue.
So as you're thinking the directions to go places, there's it's like it's getting the feedback that it wants, but it needs to know where you want it to take you. You have no idea whether you need to go up or down.
Victory. No.
Take me to victory.
You teleport into the end credits.
Damn.
We did it, guys.
That's the
We
speedrun
did it!
strat.
Yeah,
Yep.
it does the credits start rolling, and the player's like, "Oh, this is great," and the words "second age" appear, and the Grim's just sat there on the S.
Mario and a bunch of Yoshis just come past.
There's some
Well,
dancing penguins either side of the credits as they roll upwards. They're
like,
just
I guess we'll step out of the circle and tell the others. Like, it seems like it's kind of wants you to think something. I'm not quite sure what. It wants you to think of somewhere.
Well, yeah. Do we want to get to the top? Are we going to the top of this tower? Is there stuff below us we're trying to get to? Where are we trying to go? Is there any kind of inscription in here?
No, there's nothing in here.
It's just an empty room with this circle in it.
It is an empty room with a circle in it, yes.
I think usually you'd go up. However, I guess. What was the whole hubris thing? They might want you to go down. Although, were we at a reasonable height to get to the other side?
Well, you're on the top of you're on a cliff, but you're in a tower on the other side of a massive chasm. So down is definitely an option.
Well, there's nothing saying we can't do both, right?
Well, one of them might lead to problems.
True.
I think that's the existence of us every day, though.
Yeah, that's
Well,
very true.
let's go with the easy option and say up. Up is usually the
Top
answer.
of the tower.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna think one floor up. And I'm gonna say that out loud before I step into the circle, just in case.
Okay. So you step into the circle and you think one floor up.
Yeah.
To the rest of you, Grim disappears.
Okay, great.
Grim, you appear in a what looks like almost like a furnished living space, but it appears to be unlived in.
Is that a nice way of saying I'm gonna be stuck forever? No.
No, there is another circle directly behind you.
Okay.
Right, I guess back down on the ground floor, Elizabeth just looks to the other two and it's like, are we copying him? I guess we are.
That or give him a second to see if he comes back. Not very long, just a little bit.
Well, I guess I kind of told you to follow me, and I see there's a way
yeah,
out.
you did.
So I'm kind of expecting you to rush through, and I don't accidentally want to.
Well, I presume what would happen is Grim would sit there waiting for us. We'd wait for him to come back, see he doesn't come back, and then go up one floor.
Okay, so who steps in next?
I guess I will.
Okay, Elizabeth, you step in.
Up one floor.
Doesn't work.
No. Huh.
I guess I'd give it a minute or two before I
Grim said it.
Okay.
If I say up one floor.
Nothing happens.
Well, this is odd. There's nothing changed with, like, the thing itself.
Nothing's changed about the circle, no.
Hmm.
What if you...
Step out of it again.
You step out of it.
I was going to say, on one hand, what if we tried to go to a different floor, but I don't know if it's wise to be separated that much.
Okay, Grim. And maybe a minute passes and nobody is coming through.
I'm just gonna assume that they haven't figured it out, but like you said, like I'm gonna give it roughly 2 minutes.
Okay.
Probably on the shorter
Yeah,
side of 2
I guess-
minutes. But
I guess I'm gonna try basically doing exactly as Grim did. Say the one floor up before stepping in the circle.
Okay, nothing happens.
No. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like magic I don't understand. I can't just spend more time looking at the circle and try to figure it out, can I?
You can give me an intelligence roll.
Just my intelligence.
Yeah. So about 2 minutes pass while Elizabeth fiddles about here, Grim, and you teleport back. Or you step into the circle. You think one floor down.
yes, that was what I...
You appear back on the opposite side of the room to the door. So Elizabeth, you're sitting here. Grim comes back, and then it hits you. You're wearing the ring.
Oh yeah. So
Can't
they
read.
can't read my thoughts to know what I'm doing. So okay. Can I? Okay, so if I stand in the circle and allow the whatever to, because I can allow messages coming through. I don't know if that.
Yeah, you can open your mind to mind reading, or you could just take the ring off for a second.
Yeah, I could also just do that.
Okay, so yeah,
In that case,
Grim comes
Elizabeth
back. You
Yeah, in that case, as soon as Grim comes back, Elizabeth just turns to the other two and is like, "I'm just an idiot."
I never thought I'd hear you say that. What do you mean?
Well, one of you go into the circle and think one floor up, because I guarantee you it will probably work perfectly fine, like it did for
Then
Grim.
just explain to us why it didn't work for you.
And then she'll just hold up her hand and make the ring visible. And be like,
Yeah.
I have this thing on.
I have come back by the time this is happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started this conversation as you came back.
Okay. Yeah, but hold up well, I guess. I guess so. There was not much on that floor. But
Was there
You
another
were-
circle though?
well, that's how I got back. Although I was kind of expecting you to, follow.
Well, that's because I tried to follow you, but I'm wearing this ring that stops things from reading my mind.
Oh.
So, as you mentioned, this thing reads your thoughts and determines where you want to go. It couldn't read my thoughts, therefore it couldn't take me anywhere.
Well, I guess it's fortunate that you went next then. I guess the question is, what direction do we try now? Do we just try
Well-
down or 2 floors up?
I was gonna say, yeah, surely we can just.
Or we
keep going
just-
up? Why would
Or
we
we just
change
say to the
direction suddenly?
exit. To the other exit might be, a reasonable.
Is there another exit though?
Well, if
Or-
we're
No.
if we came in this one, then there has to be another one, right? Because otherwise, how are we going to make progress?
I don't know. I feel like we can't just rush it like that. Although maybe we could, given how we got through that door just by asking.
Well, there's one way to find out. These things seem safe enough. And I'll just think of the exit while stepping in the circle.
okay? You step in the circle and think of the exit. It just teleports you across the room.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. I think you need to be more specific than the exit.
I will point out, this is not a challenge. This is just an elevator.
Well, it is quite a challenging elevator.
You know what? I'm just gonna go to the top of the tower because I feel like that's the most likely place to go next. Speak now or forever hold your peace. And I will.
I feel
take
like
the
the
ring off
top
and
is a
put it in my
trap, but
pocket.
we can do the top next.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take the ring off and put it in my pocket.
Take the ring off, put it in your pocket.
And I'm going to walk into the middle of the circle and I'm going to say the top of the tower.
Okay, you think the top of the tower. You appear in a room that is basically empty.
Basically empty as opposed to completely empty.
Basically empty in that there is a bench in here and another circle.
Oh.
I'll give it like 10 seconds before I follow.
Okay. You follow behind Elizabeth. You were in
Yeah,
the same
like-
room.
Yeah, step out the circle.
I assume the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess
Yep.
I'll follow.
Eventually, you are all standing in a room with a bench and a circle.
Oh, I guess we'll just drop one floor at a time at this. Or actually, you know what? What I'm gonna. How about this? No, actually, you're the only person that could do that, Elizabeth.
First, just pulling his hair out at this point. Like,
I-
it's
like,
an elevator.
Go!
Elizabeth, just you drop one floor at a time, and then message us which floor we need to be on.
I don't know what floor this is because it's the top.
Well, okay, I guess we'll just all drop down one at a time. It's not going to take that much longer.
Okay.
Wait, can we not all just stand together and do it at the same time, or will it literally not do that?
I
Do
mean,
you-
I don't see why.
Do you want to get
Group
Lord of the
out.
Flies?
Lord of the Flies?
Not the Lord of the Flies.
It's-
Like in The Fly.
The fly. Look, yeah.
Yeah,
very
maybe we should do one
different.
at a
Yeah.
time.
But you don't want to get teleport fused with each other.
I'm gonna go down a floor.
Okay. I will say, for the purposes of brevity, you travel down through these floors and basically find that this is or was at some point a dwelling. But it is now completely abandoned.
Okay.
And eventually you make it back down to the bottom floor. Oh, sorry, the lobby,
The ground floor.
ground floor.
Wait, wasn't that where we started?
Yes.
Yes.
Can we go further down?
You step in and think one floor down. You travel through a cellar. What looks like into a small cathedral, and finally into a room that has no more circles.
Oh. That's either a good or a very bad thing.
And
I feel like how I thought it was going to be down in the beginning.
And then it was.
And then it was, and we went through
See-
every other floor.
you only had to think the next challenge,
Wow.
and it would have taken you there.
Oh
we
my
were
God.
so okay. We were like we got
We're so
halfway
dumb.
there, thinking, what if we just take us to the exit, and then we hit a wall and turned around.
Yes.
Yep.
Or we didn't even hit a wall. We hit a speed bump and then turned around. Is what we did the equivalent of right there.
Yeah. You were white picket fenced.
God.
Wow.
Fine.
And welcome to another episode of Second Age Overthinks Everything.
So eventually you arrive in a like an 8-sided room in the ice.
Always good.
Contained within the room is in the center of the room. There is a large fountain
A fountain.
with an inscription around the lip. There are also 8 mirrors, which, as you look around, appear to reflect the room, but not yourselves.
Oh. Weird.
Yeah, that's great.
And the
Do not trust.
inscription on the fountain in multiple languages says,
Yo mama stinkers.
reflect upon your life and make peace with its ending.
Oh. So what? Can I have a close look at one of the mirrors then?
Yep.
Is it just a mirror?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, that's more like it.
Yep. Okay. So, as you regard this mirror, there is definitely something innately arcane about all of these mirrors. You seem to be looking at the mirror and seeing a version of the room. Not the version of the room that you are in currently.
Oh, are things... Oh, I guess 'cause we're not...
Because for starters, you're not in it, and the fountain is full.
Oh, is the fountain empty?
The fountain is empty in yours.
Oh.
Also, the longer you look at the mirror, you can feel something happening. But whatever is happening, there's not enough of it.
I have a strange compulsion.
Okay.
But it's like D&D rule number 1 to not do this thing.
What?
Are you gonna try and walk through the mirror?
No.
Well, are you going to do the thing that you're going to do, or are you going to talk to your companions about doing it?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But
Do
for now,
it.
Elizabeth's just stood in front of a mirror staring at it.
Yep.
And looking confused.
What are the rest of you doing?
Well, I guess considering the room basically looking at the mirrors, one of the... Well, I guess... Is there anything in the fountain?
Oh.
Like...
So, that's the thing. It technically hasn't been an hour yet since Grim drank that drink.
Oh, but didn't you say 30 minutes?
No, it was an hour up to 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet.
Yeah.
So, Grim, as you take a look around this room, when you look into the mirrors, you can almost see, almost like, flickering shapes that, as you look at the mirror, the shapes begin to solidify in front of you. But again, there isn't enough of it.
Can I just try just move my hand through the shapes, or what?
Yeah, I want to touch the mirror.
The shape is happening in the reflection.
Oh, in the reflection.
Elizabeth, you're going to touch the mirror.
I'm going to touch the mirror.
It's cold.
Oh, okay. Well...
You know what? It's a good kind of mirror.
Yeah. I just broke the number 1 D&D rule of don't touch the strange thing.
Yeah.
Fine.
Don't touch the weird
Yeah.
thing.
Aside from the fact that it is magical, it is currently functioning as a perfectly mundane mirror. It is just not reflecting your version of reality.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like a perfectly mundane mirror to me.
Yeah.
It's mostly
Currently
mundane.
reflected. Currently
What are the other
acting
two
as
of you doing?
a fucky mirror.
Trying to figure out what reflect upon your life is supposed to entail.
Did you say that out loud?
No, I think Kelariis is just thinking about it, like, for the moment.
What is Arya doing?
So Elizabeth's in the well or looking in the well?
I'm looking at a mirror.
So, there are 8 mirrors around the outside of this fountain. Kelariis is currently looking at the inscription in the fountain. Grim and Elizabeth are both looking into different mirrors.
Can I look inside the fountain?
It is currently empty.
And there's no like thing hidden that could possibly fill it with water.
Give me an investigation check. Okay. So it looks like definitely at some point in this fountain's lifespan there has been water in it. But you don't see currently that there is any way to put water in it or get water to flow through it.
Is there any sort of like marking or indication of any kind of order to these mirrors? Or any kind of marking on the mirrors?
No. So I will note, Grim, as you were looking at the mirror, as Elizabeth turns away from her mirror, the shapes become less intense.
Oh. We all can everybody just group up for a minute and look into this mirror?
Yeah, okay.
So the 4 of you group up and look into this one mirror. The shapes do not intensify, Grim.
And now, Kelariis, look in the mirror to the left.
Sure.
The moment Kelariis is looking into the mirror on the left, focused on the mirror, the shapes begin to intensify again, but again, it's not enough.
This is it. This is it. Arya, look at the one another mirror, and you too, Liz.
Okay.
I'll go stand the other side of Kelariis or something.
Okay.
Look at that mirror.
So the 4 of you look into mirrors. Grim, the shapes begin to intensify strongly, and the 4 of you begin to hear running water.
Oh shit.
Huh.
What happens when we turn around?
The moment you turn around, the running water stops. The fountain was indeed filling with water, and then it instantly begins to evaporate the moment you look away from the mirror.
Nope. Looking back at the mirror.
Okay.
Keep looking at the mirror.
Okay.
Looking at the mirror.
You all focus on the mirror, or on your respective mirrors, and yeah, the sound of water beginning to fill the basin sounds again.
I guess while they're doing this, Elizabeth just without turning away from the mirror just goes, I guess I'm wondering if this is going to make us reflect upon our lives in some way, or if it just wants us to do it sort of on our own, you know?
I
Okay.
dare not say.
A few moments pass, and the basin sounds like it's beginning to be filled. And Grim, the shapes that you're seeing are beginning to solidify. And for everyone else, you're beginning to see your reflections.
Oh.
Oh.
Slowly, almost like they're slowly becoming or ceasing to be transparent. Your reflections are appearing. They slowly solidify, and then they become reflections of you.
Does it do everything I do if I raise arms?
Yes.
Wave.
And as you sort of begin to regard yourselves, you watch as almost like time was accelerated, your respective hair begins to grow. Your skin begins to age. And you all become old. Or at least your reflections do. Slowly, the 4 of you become weak and frail. Until eventually your bodies wither away and become skeletal. And at that point, the fountains are filled. Or the fountain is filled.
Because we can see it in the reflection, I'm guessing now.
The water stops. Like, the sound of the running water stops.
Oh, right.
The skeletons remain, however. What are you doing?
I guess I'm like gonna look over my shoulder at the fountain.
Okay, you turn around, look at the fountain. What is your passive perception?
Like 19. Yeah, 19.
The skeletal reflection no longer mirrors you.
Okay, in that case, like, that gaze just snaps back to the mirror.
Okay.
It's just like, oh god.
And as your gaze snaps back to the mirror, the four of you begin to notice this. Grim, this is noticeable before anybody else's because of your ability to see into the ethereal.
Oh, yeah.
Spectral undead forms of yourselves begin to form around these skeletons.
Great.
Huh.
Everybody,
And
Fight
then,
these motherfuckers.
in unison, they step towards you.
everybody
Yep.
ready? Yep.
And
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's gonna be like
Oh,
that
no.
bit from the water temple in Ocarina of Time.
a little, yes. So Grim is standing in front of one mirror.
Or alternatively, it's gonna be exactly like that one point in Dragon Age Origins, where you have to go and get the ashes of what's-her-face. I can't remember her
Right.
name now.
Okay, hang on, I just need to position all of these things.
Yeah, can't remember her name, even though she's like the big thing in religion in that game.
It's fine.
Okay,
Oh well.
oops, I did not mean to do that. Everybody go ahead and roll me initiative, please.
Well,
Well.
I rolled.
Oh my god, guys!
Wait.
Can't be doing
Wait.
this.
Oh,
Grim,
no.
what have you done?
oh, it's because I have the sword, the danger sword, so I have advantage. But one
Oh.
of my two was in that one, so it made the
so
whole
it's made
number.
it's made the whole number red.
It's just it looks worse than it is.
Yeah.
I also realized, but I was a little late, that like when we got ambushed, whilst I have the danger sword, I can't actually. And nobody within 30 feet of me can be surprised or anything.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wakes me up,
Oops.
but I didn't realize that at the time.
Oh yeah.
For next time, we'll have
Next
a
time
reminder.
you'll remember.
I don't have that. Turn that off.
It wasn't. It wasn't the bag of holding that. That's
Okay.
definitely it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and kill that. And what's a
Okay,
good
guys, I
battle
have a
track?
good reason Kelariis took so long to react.
Yeah.
No.
She's
No,
haunted
she's,
by her
she,
own
was, she was
mortality.
thinking real fucking hard, is what she was doing.
Okay,
I mean, yeah, Elizabeth was until she fucking turned around and the mirror skeleton didn't.
boom.
This is fine.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Wow.
this never.
Okay, so yeah, they are currently in the process of stepping through the mirror. Elizabeth, you start.
Cool. Okay. First things first, I need to be in a position to defend my friends because that's what I'm all about. So.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't have said that more blankly if I tried.
Oh, that was not the reason.
Alternatively,
Can you see the shade names, by the way?
Yes,
Yes.
that was what I was looking at. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shade of insanity, the shade of tyranny, the shade of misfortune, and the shade of cruelty. There's no Lyra shade. That's good.
No, there is not.
Yet.
well, she didn't look in the mirror hard
Yes.
enough. Fine.
I'm actually thinking now.
Well,
Do I want to?
According to the classifications of the mirrors, Lyra is not a living creature, so...
Well, she is like demigod status, so
Kind of. Let's see. Do we want to be going? You know what? No. Let's
Yeah,
not go all
she's
out
not
straight
mortal,
away.
so she can't view her own
So-
death.
I'm going to cast. I'm just going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Which gives me my ward, which is now 39 health.
Okay.
Yes. And my AC is now 15.
Okay.
But that's my action, and I don't have a bonus action.
Okay. Arya. Oh god, I have this on. Don't turn that off immediately. New setup.
There you go. There's our first technical error from the new setup.
Yeah.
Which honestly, that took a long time
Yeah.
before anything happened.
I think that's because we had a technical error of internet before that.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
it's fine. Just AoE all of us.
AoE everybody.
Conjure volley. Please don't AoE all of us.
Okay, where... what are you doing?
Where are you? Where are you
What?
putting that? What are you doing?
I'm not doing. I said it was a mistake.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you click the spell and not the little information button?
Yeah, I did on accident.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to measure.
Oh, I will point out, by the way, as these tokens are stepping through the mirror, they're not technically in that space. They're technically in the bit in between. They're still part of the mirror. But yeah, you can still attack them because they are stepping through. They're not, like, behind the mirrors.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do my steel wind strike on all of them.
Okay.
Swing, 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 swing.
Swing, 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 swing. That's not very good.
Okay, so roll me 3 more. And we'll go clockwise from the bottom.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that's a crit on
gonna say.
Grim.
Yep.
One more.
How fitting.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that is a hit on Shade of Elizabeth, a miss on the Shade of Kelariis, a hit on the Shade of Grim, and a hit on the Shade of Arya.
So there you go.
So go ahead and roll the damage 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah, because if the Elizabeth Shade hasn't cast Mage Armor, then the Elizabeth Shade only has 12 AC.
I was
Jesus
about to say,
Christ.
Also, yeah, don't forget your
Oh.
crit damage.
Okay, so... oh yeah, make sure you click... well, actually, don't bother, because...
Oh.
The Shade of Elizabeth is struck by by Arya, like teleporting next to it, striking. The Shade of Kelariis just raises a shield and blocks it. The Shade of Grim basically just goes to raise its shield to defend itself, is too slow, but the impact just hits a bubble surrounding him and glances away, dealing no damage.
Oh, of course! Oh god, it's mimicking our items as well, guys.
Because Grim is immune
Yeah.
to force damage.
Yeah. No, I
Shit.
take half from force.
Oh, you take half from force.
I am
okay.
immune to magic missile.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's completely
okay.
immune to magic missile.
Okay, so it's
So
yeah.
that gets rolled
Go
crit
ahead and
damage.
roll the crit damage, and then we'll work it out. And the
Uh,
Shade of
how much
Arya
is it?
takes 22.
It's just the same. Just roll again.
Click
Yeah,
the one
you got
under the
it,
green.
nice.
Okay.
that also
Wow.
works.
Okay. So
Whoa.
that.
Good
Yeah, 'cause
God.
Can we use that instead of the 28?
Yeah, so that's 61. So half of 61 is 30.
30. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, even half, that's
Grim,
Yeah.
you're up.
That's a big old chunk. Okay.
Well, I never expected to be in a standoff with myself, but hey, here we are.
Oh,
I
actually,
guess-
can I ask? Well, no, never mind.
Oh, you forgot to
Sorry.
move Lyra, yeah.
Also, yeah,
yeah.
doesn't Arya end up
Oh, yes.
next to one of the last person she hit?
Yeah, she'll end up here next to me.
Well,
and I will...
Again, technically the shade
Yeah.
is like moving into this space here. So actually, it would be
Yeah.
you'd be there, and the shade is like stepping into this.
Okay. Anyway, and then I'm gonna attack with Lyra.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
The Shade of Cruelty makes a strength saving throw. It's a 22. Turns out you're pretty good at strength saving throws.
Yeah, it turns out I'm pretty good at strength.
Oh,
You don't
Ranger.
get these beefy arms from doing nothing.
Oh,
you gotta pull. You gotta
you
draw a big bow.
You gotta be strong to
Yeah.
draw a bow.
No, I'm well aware that you gotta have big, strong arms to pull a bow like that.
Grim, you're up.
Well, I guess it's my time to grab the sword known as the Red King. And I will light it on fire and try and send Grim back to where he came from. Or at least...
Go back to the shadows.
Back to whence you came.
Oh wait, I need to... I don't know why I decided to close my sheet after I moved. 'Cause
I'm done. That's it. That's all.
that's, I feel like
no.
I feel like the dice disagree. I should just have closed my sheet. This
Okay.
is fine.
Yeah, wow.
On that second roll, he is going to roll another dice.
Oh no.
So what did you? Oh, you roll. Okay, so yeah, you keep the original because he rolled a 16 on his alternative dice. Because yeah, he has luck too. Or more accurately, he has misfortune.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, guys,
No.
these you guys are
Yeah.
literally complete mirrors of us, so we need to think of our own strengths and weaknesses, and yeah, we can't just 1v1 our own selves. That's gonna be horribly inefficient.
Well, if we get the first hit. Yeah,
That's still not the easiest way to do the fight.
fair.
Okay, Grim. What? That's all you've got.
Yeah, because I used my bonus action.
Okay.
Because, at least in one case, the Shade is getting the first hit.
Yeah, the Shade steps forwards. Shade of Tyranny steps forwards. And it raises a blackened version of Freedom's Tongue. That should be... which is appropriately named Tyrant's Rebuke.
Great.
It will... Oh, wait. First of all, it will use its bonus action to cast a spell.
What's it casting?
Arcana check.
Yeah. I know
It is casting Wrathful Smite.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Let me just.
I-
Wrathful Smite. I'm gonna let that fly.
Okay.
Well,
You're okay.
What level is it casting it at?
Can only cast it at... Oh, wait, no, it does have multiple levels. It is casting it at 3rd level, I think? Wait, hang on, what's the base level of Wrathful Smite?
First.
First, okay, yeah, so it is 3rd. So let me go ahead and adjust
I will
that.
say the version
Actually,
of
yeah,
the
I'm
spell
gonna let
that
that
I
go.
have, I will say though the version
Yeah,
of
I'm
the spell
gonna
that I
let
have
that
on my
go.
sheet doesn't have an upcast thing. I shouldn't be fucking myself over like this, but I don't know if it actually does have a.
Oh, let me look it
Also,
look
yeah.
it up.
I don't see it here.
Okay.
The version of mine doesn't, but I may have copied it wrong because it
Well,
was.
I've opened it.
ages and
I've got it
ages
open
ago.
on this. Yeah, I've got it open on Grimoire, and Grimoire doesn't seem to have a if casting with a higher level.
Oh yeah, okay, it doesn't have an upcast, so that's fine. It will
Okay.
stay at first level then.
In that case, there's absolutely no way I'm going to be counterspelling that.
Oh yeah, it's only the DC of the save that is increased with level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no way am I going to counterspell that. That's not worth it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kelariis, but
so yeah,
No, it's fine.
there's a bigger problem standing in front of me.
the blade glows with energy. The first roll to hit is a 16.
Nope.
The second roll is a 26.
That one does hit.
Okay. Kelariis, you take 14 slashing, 7 necrotic damage, and 6 psychic damage. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it to be frightened?
It is versus frightened.
I cannot be frightened.
Okay.
I am too strong.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was
gonna say,
minus 14,
Kelariis
minus 6,
can't be
minus
right.
7, correct?
Minus 14, minus 6, minus 7, yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do that in whoops, 2 chunks so that I'm. Because I don't think I have any. I was like, I don't think I have any damage immunity or not immunities, resistances.
We do, but it's lightning.
Or
Uploads.
yeah, well, yeah, but like to radiant and necrotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the Shade of Cruelty will drop a. Well, yeah, actually, so it's going to cast a spell.
Yeah, what's it casting?
Arcana check.
Oh, here we go. I did want encounters with more casters.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, okay. Not counterspelling that.
Okay. So it will Hunter's Mark Arya. And it is now concentrating. And it will swing its version of Frostbrand for a 16 to hit.
Yep.
16 slashing, 1 cold damage, and an extra 6 slashing.
Oof.
So that's 23 total. The Shade of Cruelty, the Shade of Insanity steps to the mirror. And we'll go ahead and begin to cast a spell.
Yeah.
This is a 4th level evocation.
Yeah, that's a bit scarier. But also, I am well aware of the potential here. 4th level evocation. I'm gonna let it go.
Okay.
Ooh.
It begins concentrating. And I'm going to draw this off the map and then move it in because. Two, three, four, 6. Oh, there we go. A sphere of whirling air is manifested. Right. No, probably it would be. I can't do this very efficiently, so it'll just put it there. Okay. Strength saving throw from Elizabeth and Kelariis, please.
It's against a spell, so I get advantage.
It is.
If I can need it. Nope.
Jesus.
What
Oh,
is
that's
strength?
not gonna be enough because the.
Because it'll be
DC is
my
25.
DC.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, anytime this shade makes you do a DC check, guys, you've got to beat a 19.
Okay,
Great.
so fortunately this is just for the wind damage, so you take 7 wind damage each.
Actually, I take 3 because I take half damage from spells.
Is it all
That part.
spells?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I take half. I'm pretty sure I take half damage from spells.
I thought it was just targeted spells.
Let me check. Let me double check.
Yeah.
No, you're resistant to the damage of spells.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So yeah, please come over here and help me kill the Shade of Insanity, otherwise we are going to get burnt to shit.
Yeah. Okay, so
Like I said, we can't just 1v1 our own shades here. We need to
uh,
exploit the weaknesses of our shades, which means we need the 2 melee specialists to come over here and beat the shit out of me.
In order to do that, we need to have actually had a turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know.
it will target the bonus action lightning bolt against Arya. I need Arya to make. Oh no, it's a ranged spell attack, so it's
Yeah.
1d20 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is
11.
11. That's a 25 to hit Arya.
Yep, I'm gonna say that hits.
Take 18 lightning damage.
Hit me with the lightning.
hit Kelariis.
The shades.
What the
The
fuck?
shades aren't. The shades
The
aren't
shade
stupid.
probably knows.
They're not going to do that.
something.
The shades. Yeah, exactly. The shades aren't
Well-
stupid.
Maybe, or it might just be maximizing the things that it can hit.
The Shade of Misfortune will draw its own version of the Red King's treachery and ignite it.
I've seen that move before.
24,
quite
13,
familiar.
and 27.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hits.
Yes.
That is 14 slashing and 11 fire.
Wait, total?
Total.
Okay. That's fine. Not working. The measuring tool.
And yeah, Kelariis, you're up.
I can see out of this ball of air, correct? That's
Yeah, it's just
obscure
difficult
vision?
terrain, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
Yeah.
I'm going to Misty Step next to the clone of Elizabeth.
Okay.
I shouldn't be able to stop myself, as far as I know. So
No, unless you
Um,
took Sentinel at some point.
no,
Nope.
I did not. Well,
actually,
even then,
that-
I don't
yeah.
think it counts because it's not an
No,
opportunity. Or it's
yeah.
not moving away.
Yeah.
But
It's a
yeah, I'm
teleport.
gonna start hidden.
Yeah. The only person who could have
because-
could have stopped you didn't stop you. So
Yeah, I'm going to do some swings and make sure I don't have anything weird ticked. I'm gonna just swing both.
Okay, those both hit.
Okay. I'm gonna smite on the second one.
Okay.
Give me 1 second to check my spell slots. And
So
I'll pour a 4th level into that one. I don't get anything extra. I'm assuming these aren't like.
they are undead.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Okay, give me 1
Hell
second.
yeah.
I think I also
That works.
get. Is it undead and fiends? It is. Okay. So hold
Yeah.
on. I do just get a thing for my sword. Anyway, for both of the swings. So I'm gonna do that first. That's just from the sword swings even.
Yeah, okay.
68, right? Because it's.
I just realized I have these guys as having vulnerability to radiant, but that's not actually right. Yeah, because that would be huge.
Yeah, that would make Kelariis look stupid OP,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as if she isn't already.
Well,
Um,
there are ways and there are other times where it's not so much.
Yeah.
yeah, they should have resistance to necrotic, but not vulnerability to radiant.
I know what my OP move should have been. That's fine.
Okay, so it's
Hindsight's
68
20/20.
for the smite.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, that's
Okay,
not the
so
greatest
that
roll, but-
is. Oh god, I actually have to work this out because that's 20 plus 11, so that's 31 from the first hit.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have rolled that separate.
Yeah,
of
because
the
she's got to make con
saves.
saves. Turns
Sorry, I
out
didn't
she's.
think about
It's
that.
alright, she's pretty good at
Yeah.
con saves.
Yeah, I do have advantage on con
Oh,
saves.
she did fail immediately, however.
Oh,
Oh, well,
even with
okay,
advantage.
Oh, wait!
worked.
Actually, if you have advantage on con saves, then
Yeah,
no.
I have advantage on concentration checks.
Yeah, it's a 19.
Because I've got Warcaster.
All
I have
right.
advantage on Constitution saving throws that I make to
Um,
maintain concentration
but
on the
wait,
spell.
She might struggle against the next one, though. Because that is...
Although, isn't the... Do you not get the bonus radiant damage? Because otherwise that
I
first
did.
hit is like a 42, which is like it needs to be 21 then? Right?
I
Am I
did.
crazy?
So, it's
yeah,
14
sorry.
plus 6 plus 8 plus 3
Mhm.
for the first hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. It's 2d8 per. I think it's per hit.
Yeah. They should have been
Yeah,
rolled
it's-
separately, but it's fine.
Yeah,
I-
I rolled them together because I forgot that she actually had to make the. Or
Yeah,
that
so
the shade has
that's
to make the
20
con
22 plus 11 is 33, plus 21 is 54.
Yeah.
And now that's going to be a difficult Constitution save. Failed.
Okay.
Nice.
So the Storm Sphere disappears. And the Shade of Insanity is not looking great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elizabeth, you're up.
Cool. I have a cool plan which I need to do some. I should have done more reading. Okay. Okay, how big can I make this? It's sphere 30 feet in diameter, so if I pop it right there, then... Ah, damn it! Yeah, it's very much the wrong distance. I can in theory just pop it like straight down here. Okay. Now, do I want to... Okay, yeah. Elizabeth's gonna call out to her party members and say, I can give us a place of advantage, but you'll have to retreat to it. And I'm going to cast my first ever 9th level spell.
Okay.
And I want a prismatic wall right across the room.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it has to be like here. But yeah, it can easily cover the whole room because I can do I can do up to a 90-foot line.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if
it's
I
up
do...
to 90 feet long. So it's 90 feet long and 30 feet high. And
Is that what you want it?
Actually, do it one further so it's like next to the mirrors.
Okay.
So yeah, big old wall, and I can designate all my companions to be able to pass through it completely harmlessly.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, human creatures I designate at the time as I cast the spell can pass through and remain near the wall without harm.
Okay.
What is considered near?
Anything. Yeah, if another creature that can see the wall moves to within 20 feet of it or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become blinded for 1 minute.
Okay.
So
Out
that
of
technically
all of this?
means that my shade needs to make a con save.
When it starts its turn, yes.
Wouldn't
yeah.
it just, wouldn't it make sense to like place it here then? Oh,
I can't place it through people. If I place it through people, then it uses up the spell slot and does not do the effect.
okay, if it's like behind Kelariis and below Lyra, but that's fine.
Yeah. No, sadly I can't put it there because Lyra being in the wall when it's cast would
No, like,
cancel it.
At an angle, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but even then.
I guess I could.
You'd
doesn't
be
matter.
intersecting terrain, is the only thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it can insect terrain in the same way. Let me have a look, because it does. It does only say if it crosses a space occupied by a creature.
Well, like otherwise, there's always this line. But like, it's up.
Oh, yeah,
Like
true.
we've placed it now. It's fine.
Yeah. We put
Okay.
it now.
Next time.
So yeah, that's my action.
Okay.
Is putting down the prismatic wall. And
Elizabeth
then I'm
yells,
gonna move-
"Missiles! Get behind my shield!"
Yeah, basically. And then I'm going to go but behind it.
Okay.
But yeah, the Shade of Insanity does have to make a...
On its turn.
Yeah, on its turn, sorry. Although it does... It says when it... Well, I suppose it has entered space.
It says that when it enters or when it starts its turn. So
Yeah.
Arya.
Yeah.
Well, this is quite a pickle.
You have the opportunity to retreat. I've made a safe space. So now to check other things. Oh yeah, it also sheds bright light out to a range of 100 feet, but I don't know if that...
Not really an issue because the room was bright already, but
Yeah.
Is it possible to Misty Step through this thing?
I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Okay.
Misty
Well,
step
I'm gonna
through the
Misty Step
wall.
then.
Okay. Shoop.
Actually,
It doesn't actually say whether you can see through the wall or not.
I'm going to attack.
Oh no, it's an opaque
First.
wall, so yeah, you can't see through
Yeah.
it. So you
Alright.
can
I'm going to
teleport
Oh,
attack
to
with
the
hang
side.
on. Go back a hot second because I've just realised
Mm.
the shade would recognise what you were doing and attempt to counterspell you.
Oh yeah.
But it does have to roll it.
Yeah, well, I can react and counterspell the counterspell.
Okay. It casts counterspell at 4th level.
Okay, well, I will counterspell at 4th level.
Okay.
My God.
You
Wait,
counterspell. Counterspell.
actually, I'm pretty sure that you can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Counterspell
well,
a
like-
counterspell. As long as you haven't used a reaction, you can counterspell a counterspell.
Oh no, it was more like whilst casting a spell, you can't counterspell. Well, that's not because you're like
Well,
whilst
if I cast
casting
it
a
as an
spell,
action
you're.
and then get a reaction.
Oh yes, but like it's because the reaction happens during the cast, and the cast is you're like it's basically like a concentration during the action happening. It's weird, but like I won't change any of them.
Yeah. But yes, if it was a you were casting a concentration spell as a reaction, but counterspell's not concentration, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's never been a problem before. So yeah, carry on, Arya.
Never
Sorry.
had someone try to counterspell a counterspell.
So yeah, you're back behind the wall. What are you doing?
Well, I was
Uh,
actually gonna. I actually
yeah.
changed my mind.
Oh, you're gonna swing first and then
Yeah.
teleport.
Also, the
Yeah.
wall's opaque, so you can't teleport to the side of it. You have to teleport up to it and then pass through it with movement.
Easy enough.
Okay. Well, fair
Yeah,
enough.
the wall is opaque.
What wall was this? Sorry, I.
Prismatic wall.
Yeah, the
Ah,
purple
okay.
line going through the middle of the stage.
No, I didn't catch the spell because I had stepped away for a second.
Oh yeah, sorry, I cast
I
prismatic
was
wall.
curious what the spell was. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
So
But don't worry.
Oh my God.
Oh hell yeah,
okay.
hell yeah, girl.
That really sucks on the damage, but whatever.
I mean, you get that extra 1d8 if Lyra attacks the same target.
That's true.
Oh, there.
Although that would mean Lyra could
Oh,
easily retreat
nice.
behind the wall.
Roll another d8
Yeah, 'cause you crit.
because it's crit.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
baby.
there you go.
Okay.
There's a free
Oh,
extra 16
baby, a
damage for you.
triple.
I
That's
don't
another hit.
suppose that Lyra has advantage.
Either way, it's a hit.
If you mark her, it is, yes. You have advantage, but it doesn't matter because it's hit anyway. Because your arm class is 15.
Wow.
Uh,
That's a bit sad.
uh,
But hey, you got free
the-
extra 16 damage.
Shade of Cruelty saves against being knocked prone and fails.
Oh yes. Get on the ground.
That would make it easier for Lyra to retreat if she wanted to.
Well, she has to hold her down.
Well, you can drag her to the ground so she's prone and then just run.
Yeah, it would give her disadvantage on her attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
So Arya is blinking here and then stepping through.
Yeah.
What is Lyra staying or is Lyra moving?
Lyra's gonna stay.
Okay.
'Cause she can't do much behind a wall.
Okay, Grim.
I think what I'm gonna do is
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna try shove Grim.
Okay.
Shove shove the Shade of Misfortune.
Oh,
Oh
what?
shit!
Okay.
Oh
wow.
crap!
You really shoved him, huh?
Yeah, it's a hell of a shove.
The odds are good.
Yep. Did not score an actual 20 and therefore did not succeed. Did get a 19 on its advantage, but
Yeah.
You know, I'll take it. I'm just shoving him away.
okay. Boop.
And then
You both
I
shield
am-
bash each other, but you win.
I wouldn't shield off. And then I am gonna have a quick. Actually, I should probably have measured first. Can I even get there? Guess I can get there.
You will provoke an attack of opportunity from the Shade of
Uh,
Tyranny.
Yeah, there's no way of doing that without provoking the attack is there. I believe in
Okay, the Shade of Tyranny swings at you.
Tyranny's
26.
shelter. Well, that is a hit. But
14 slashing and 5 necrotic.
okay. Hurts a little. 19. Let's get rid of this insanity. Duh. So I'll use
Okay.
yes. Go, and that's all the remaining attacks I had. And I guess I might as well use my bonus action to try and knock her down.
Well, you cannot, because as your second swing lands, the shade collapses.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's
what we call efficient.
Yeah.
I guess that's of all problems to have. I feel like that is a reasonable problem.
Yeah, that's a problem you want to have. Because now you can't get flanked either by the Shade of Tyranny.
Yeah,
Um,
that's gonna hurt a little bit.
Yeah, we don't
It's
want
gonna hurt a
to
lot.
give the Kelariis. Yeah, we don't want to give the Kelariis Shade advantage.
So I guess I might as well if I'm not gonna shield slam, I might as well do one of these.
Okay. Swing.
Checks out.
Get a little bit of a fresh breath. I don't know. I'm not even sure what to call it.
Second wind.
Second, no, nothing. Not second wind.
Second age.
So unoriginal.
The Shade of Tyranny will move in and will go for... It's a 50-50.
I'll impose disadvantage regardless.
Okay.
I feel like it might be worth it.
It is going to swing at Kelariis.
Okay.
And it will invoke Wrathful Smite again.
Okay.
20... No, sorry, a 16 and a 16 because of disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, that is.
Thank
Man, I
you,
can't-
Grim.
I was half expecting it to do nothing,
Okay.
but hey, I'll take it.
The Shade of Cruelty will... Oh, Shade of Cruelty needs to make a con save against the attacks that it took. Passed with ease, though. It will stand up. It will teleport away. Move around behind the mirror. Draw its twisted-looking thorny bow. And shoot Kelariis.
Why?
That's not very nice.
That's a 25.
That does hit.
For 16 piercing damage.
Okay. That's fine. Why do I have a... Oh, that was my AC before.
The Shade of Insanity is dead. The Shade of Misfortune will go do.
Oh yeah, when they entered.
Oh
the radius,
yes.
the thing.
So it is a what save?
Con.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
DC 19 or be blinded for a minute.
it wouldn't have mattered for the Shade of Tyranny anyway, because the Shade of Tyranny is at disadvantage anyway. Con save fails, so the Shade of Tyranny is blind.
Nice.
Nice.
And the Shade of Misfortune.
Con save for the Shade of Misfortune. That is a 24.
Wow.
God damn it, Grim.
Stop being so
There's
good against
more
magic.
misfortune to be spread.
So 1, 2,
Clearly.
3, 16, 25, 21.
16, 25, 21, you said?
Yep.
Those are 2 hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Jayla, is it just me, or is having something of misfortune rather fitting, given that we are doing something for the Raven Queen?
So 12 slashing total and 16 fire total.
12 and 16. Cool. I'm just gonna take it.
Kelariis, you're up.
Okay. I feel like just trying to hit myself is a bad idea. Like, I feel like there's not a lot I can get out of that, but on the other hand, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Do I guess I could move around so that...
Wait, didn't you get advantage anyway for them being blinded?
Oh, is that how
Is that not a thing?
blinded give advantage?
Because you,
Or is it just the other way?
I know if you like can't see your enemies that you're.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
In
I'll
that
check
case,
anyway.
I will stay. Yeah, I guess we could check really quickly, huh?
Okay, no, that's not that. Here we go. Yeah, rolls against you have advantage.
Okay. Well,
If
in that
you're
case, I
blinded.
will stay here, I guess, because it doesn't really make sense to
Yeah.
move and potentially give them the ability to flank either of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will stay here and.
You also automatically fail any ability check which requires sight.
Well, I don't have a lot of those. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at my shade, I guess. Then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just do the 2 swings. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Well, I was gonna smite anyway because I want to get rid of people as quickly as possible, so I guess I'll just do it on the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. Get that crit smite going.
Yeah. I will do another 4th level. Do I need to roll the? Hold on. Let me.
It's not concentrating, so you don't need to roll it separately.
Okay. So wait, this is that's just from the sword, and
Don't forget the crit damage as well.
oh right. So I will roll another 2 for that.
I can't believe first time you rolled above a 10 this session. It's a nat 20.
Look, it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's for the smite, which is not the greatest, but not the worst. So.
Okay, so you land 2 like massive blows on this undead shade, and you watch as like radiant light like flashes through its form, revealing the skeletal form underneath. And it's looking pretty rough.
Yeah. I think it's weird because I think Kelariis has been thinking about, her own experience with basically dying momentarily. So this has been a fun time.
We are Second Age, and we are here to make you think about death and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, indeed.
Yeah, but she's not afraid is the thing. Like, that's not a
No, you're
deterrent,
immune to
it's just
frightened.
kind of a... Yeah, but also she's
Literally.
not internally.
Yeah.
So, like, she doesn't fear death. I don't think she ever did. But it's just weird. to
Davy
see this
Jones will be
different-
pleased. Elizabeth.
Okay, I'm going to... Basically, my plan was do prismatic wall and then just do peek tactics.
Yep.
So I can just peek out of the wall, analyze situation, and
Okay.
I'm going to try and cast... in fact, let me...
It's like me soloing Dueling Karu. It's like, peek is it Uggies, peek is it Uggies.
Within 30 feet of each other when you cast.
Always makes his Nagi sound cute.
Is she... Ooh!
It's about the only time Izanagi's is ever cute.
I'm going to spend a 3rd level spell slot to cast Hold Person. Because if I use a 3rd level slot, I can target 2 people within as long as the second is within 30 feet of the first. So I'm going to target Grim and Arya's Shades.
Okay.
the shade of misfortune, and the shade of cruelty. So both of them need to make me. What is it again? Wisdom saving
for whole
throws.
person, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throws DC 19.
Okay.
The D-
Grim gets a massive 0.
Hey!
That is a natural 1 with a -1.
You know, he has advantage, so.
Oh, he has advantage, so yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
7.
Yes.
Ha!
I was
Better
gonna
than
say,
the
like-
natural 0,
And
but...
Arya gets a 12.
Hey, so they're both.
And even then, he
paralyzed.
can like
Okay.
he has like 2 rerolls. So.
Technically,
Not
he
that
doesn't. He doesn't have rerolls.
Well, I guess with like the what's it called?
Oh, he technically has Indomitable, which actually he will
Indomitable,
use.
and
There
then
you go.
I guess Lucky is always a weird one.
Well, he
Well,
doesn't.
I
He
think-
doesn't. He doesn't have Lucky. He has Misfortune, which is slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
the imposed,
have-
the bad rolls, I think, or something.
Oh yeah, but you can do that. with
It's
Lucky
not
as
any
well.
not any better
Yeah.
with thing.
I'm now concentrating, so I'll just mark that. Donk with that one. And yeah, then Elizabeth's gonna say, right, Grims and Ayas are paralyzed. Go ham! And I'll duck,
Okay.
duck behind the wall again.
Okay.
I was gonna
Arya, you're
see
up.
if I could levitate Arya above the wall so she didn't have to move through it, but I can't.
The ceiling of this room is not very tall.
Well, yeah. Also, I couldn't even levitate her above my wall. So
Yeah. Arya, you're up. What are you doing?
Pew. At
Who?
myself.
Okay, yourself. Okay. Well, you need to technically step outside of the wall, but you
Well,
and you have advantage
also-
because they're paralyzed.
yeah. You have advantage, and you automatically crit.
Okay. So roll that.
Oh no, sorry, only if it's within 5 feet.
Yes, the ultimo crit is within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then Lyra is gonna go over here.
Lyra
Which
gets an
means
auto crit.
Get an extra roll as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, she got a crit anyway.
Nice. The
Fire.
Lyra like literally rips the skeletal form out of the shade.
Hell yeah.
You are no longer Hunter's Mark.
Nice.
Get fucked.
Nice.
I guess you are you gonna stand there or are you gonna dip back behind the wall?
Yeah, I'll get back.
Okay. Grim.
Oh, it's a hard choice. Do I get 3 crits on myself, or do I hopefully finish
Well-
off the blind one?
You have 3 attacks.
You know what? I'm gonna like how is our blind
Not looking great.
tyrant looking? I feel like our blind tyrant is gonna take a beating first.
The blind tyrant does exactly sound like something that could feasibly have existed.
Honestly,
Oh, wait, I should-
Actual nickname for someone.
Blind Tyrant is the new name for my black metal band.
Nice.
Nice.
I forgot to that I had advantage on the first roll, so I just double.
You
Okay.
do that. I'll name mine Paralyzed Misfortune.
So that's
Actually,
2
wow.
That
hits.
is a great band name.
Paralyzed
That is.
Misfortune, yeah.
Paralyzed
Paralyzed
Misfortune
Misfortune
is
is
really
an awesome band name.
I know, right?
Is this enough?
So that's minus 23, and then still up.
Well, you know what? I guess in that case, we're just gonna go for round 2.
Get him, Grim.
Just more
on.
hits.
Round 2, Electric
Come on.
Boogaloo.
Go down. Stay
Okay,
down.
yep, stays down this time. The
Get on
good.
the ground.
That's all I ask.
draconic skull is sent spinning and shatters across the stone floor.
Oof. Okay, now for next bit. Myself.
Oh, you action
Yeah.
searching?
Oh yeah, that's why I had.
Yeah.
That was my fourth. He went down on the 4th attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
she
yeah.
went down.
Yep. So that's 2 hits.
Yeah.
It's an auto
crits.
crit, but I don't know how to.
So just
I
roll
guess-
roll the weapon dice again.
Let's see.
So that's 1d10 plus 2d6.
1d10 plus 2d6. So I guess I might as well do that twice.
Could you not just click the weapon attack rolls again?
Yeah,
but it
would
adds all the other
strength
stuff.
and all that
Oh,
as well.
right. 'cause it
that's-
adds
yeah.
modifiers.
And the
it
magic
adds the
bonus.
strength
And...
There we go.
Okay. He is still looking surprisingly resilient.
As always.
Surprising. Yeah, as always.
That's such a grim, like, god damn it, Grim.
Shade of Misfortune gets
He can make another wisdom save at the end of his turn.
18.
Haha!
Mhm.
That's upsetting.
Go, Kelariis.
I just realized he can only pass this on a natural 20.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's why holding Grim is so good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the worst part is I have succeeded on those kind of checks so many times.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah, you
Kelariis,
have.
you're
It's
up.
really insulting.
Yeah, I'm gonna just swing around basically to flank. I don't know which way I go, but one of the two ways, I guess.
Might as well stand behind him, stab him in the back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just meant I don't know which way I walk. But
Yeah, no, I know.
we'll just do 2. I think those should both.
Yep.
Okay, wait. So these are autocrits because he's still held.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
auto crits.
Yeah. I will smite on one of them. I guess it doesn't really matter which one because they both
Yep.
crit, I guess. But
Yep. Both crit.
so it's one. Hold on, it's 1d8. Oh, wait, it's just it's just a bunch of d8s I need to roll right now.
Yeah, double all of your dice.
Okay.
Also, god damn it, Ferrous. Can't believe you quoted me on that.
How could I not?
It's a pretty good quote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, something that makes Grim look awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna roll these in sets, so I'm not rolling them too many times because
Yeah.
it's 1d8 for the sword plus for the radiant, and then 4d8, like including the crit for the extra damage.
Okay.
From the sword. Okay. So I'm just gonna roll that twice just to make sure I don't do it more than once. So that's for the 2 just like swings.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna just do a. I want to save one spell slot, so I'm gonna do a 3rd level smite on that one. So it'll be 10.
10. Oh my god.
Okay.
That's a really good roll as well on 10.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
that was a very good.
Oh, look at that. 135
Sorry,
damage.
Ferrous.
So, yeah,
Wow.
the Shade of Misfortune is just obliterated.
Nice.
There is nothing
Wow.
but bone dust.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
With that, yeah, the chamber falls silent for just a moment, before a heavy grinding sound can be heard, along with the sound of draining water.
I imagine Elizabeth like jumps out, ready to go again, and everything's dead. She just goes, oh. But yeah, then hearing the sound.
Yeah, you look into the fountain, and the bottom of the fountain has fallen out and is becoming a staircase. But as it does so, the water appears to be flowing into holes in the wall, that descending down.
Okay.
It is dark in the stairwell.
I will light my dagger.
Okay, you cast light on the dagger.
And
Eventually,
then, yeah,
the
she'll just sort of
prismatic
say to
wall
everyone. Yeah.
fades.
Yeah, and she'll just say to everyone, so, yeah, looks like we're going down.
All right.
Looks like it.
Also, yeah, prismatic wall lasts 10 minutes, but I dispel it anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me heal up us a little bit just in case.
Yeah, good plan.
How much?
Shade's never got a chance to heal.
No, and that's for the best.
Arya, take 30.
Oh.
I don't actually know how much you took now that I. Maybe it was.
Yeah,
less
we
than
can't
that.
see each other's numbers.
Oh, you can't see each
That's
other. Okay.
No, we haven't been for. A
Oh,
while,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's-
Yeah. It's because I.
That almost takes me up to full, so.
You can see the bars. Although, for some reason, I can see the exact amount Lyra has, so, and that's it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see Lyra's numbers.
Like,
Uh,
but that's fine.
I
We
can
don't.
see Arya's numbers.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just setting
Grim,
it
take
briefly.
20. Give myself 15.
Lyra did not even get touched in that fight.
Nice.
She
Well-
can't touch this wolf.
And I got touched by a stiff breeze that I took half damage from.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're
Don't worry about me.
Funny-
My shield
funny
barely
for
barely
that,
took a
I'll
scratch.
that.
got slapped by swords, burning swords.
You did. Burning swords and necrotic/radiant swords.
It's not nice.
Minnie, did you add the health?
Oh, I didn't hear. How much did you get?
Oh, 20, sorry.
20.
I realized there was a lot of crosstalk, so I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that you're not missing the dumping of healing that I've done.
It's fine.
Not that Grim needs it. It's just fucking
No, like
sturdy little man.
You don't see the health bar move that much, but
Yeah, I know.
feels
Yeah.
bad,
Okay.
but also good.
But yeah. But yeah. I guess before as well, while Klaus is doing that, Elizabeth's just gonna go, so, everyone okay after that?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm fine.
Mentally and physically?
Mostly, I think mentally they could have done worse.
Definitely could have been worse. Arya's thinking of a very specific way it could have been worse.
oh.
Okay, so yeah, we can carry on then.
Yes.
Sure.
Let's carry on.
I'd say Grim or Kelariis should lead the way down.
Yeah, I'll go. It's fine. Unless Grim, you want to go first, because you can see beyond the lines of the sword.
You know, vision might be good for the person in front, so
By all means.
I'll head down.
Yeah. Also, Grim's sword is brighter as well.
Oh yeah, mine is brighter.
Okay, I guess it's still lit, huh?
Oh yeah, I can still It's.
It's not like it's hard to light, you know.
I guess I wouldn't have it lit anyway, because well, you have your own light source.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to have a lit sword, you know.
I mean, that's up to you, Grim. If you want to carry a flaming sword down the steps, by all means.
You know what, just this time. Keep spirits
Grim's
high.
like, I'm gonna be extra.
Well, you know, of all places to be extra, I feel like this is the time.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Okay. So as you proceed down the stairs here, the first thing you notice is that the central pillar underneath the fountain that serves as the central support for this spiral staircase that descends downwards. There is a single phrase inscribed over and over and over again as it loops down this pillar, and it says, "Protect the spark of life so that fate may take its course."
The water.
What about the water?
Well, the water's often a source or a spark of life.
Yeah, but I doubt that the meaning is to protect the water.
You never know.
I think they're just talking generally.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is the water still flowing?
You can't see it anymore. It disappeared into the walls.
Oh yeah, fair. Can we hear it through the walls?
Give me a perception check.
No,
You can hear.
it's only a 20.
Oh, okay. You think you can hear a faint gurgling somewhere, but so yeah, Grim, as you continue down, aside from the heat of the Red King's treachery, it is beginning to get cold to the point where your breath is beginning to hang in clouds in front of you all as you breathe. The only person who is not uncomfortably chilly is Arya, but that's because, yeah, winter Eladrin.
I'm wearing quite comparatively thick clothing.
Even with the thick clothing on your exposed skin, it is very cold.
No.
Almost like
I can distract myself by pretending to be a dragon because
Yeah.
that's what people do normally when they
on
when it's
the.
that cold.
It is on the border of being painfully cold.
Oof.
Until you descend until basically you reach the bottom, and as you reach the bottom, it extends out into a large room in front of you, where there appears to there is a series of sheets upon sheets of this time transparent ice. And you can see through the ice, but it's sort of like blurry and fuzzy, like when looking through cloudy ice. On the other side, there is a brazier that is burning, but beginning to sort of sputter because of how cold it is. And from the ceiling above it, you can see a contraption that appears to be slowly funneling water down towards the flame.
Ah,
The spark of life.
Guess fire is also considered a spark of life sometimes.
Yeah,
definitely.
especially
so.
when it's this cold.
Okay.
We need to stop the water.
I'm guessing all of this ice forms a maze of some sort.
It does indeed form a maze.
Ah, shit.
So, skill challenge time.
Oh,
How thick is the wall of ice?
It varies, but it is reasonably thick in most places.
Okay.
Like a good couple of inches.
Okay. How far away does the brazier seem to be through all this transparent ice?
To make an accurate judgment, I'm gonna say is you're gonna use up a unit of your time
Oh, okay.
because you do not have long.
Oh yeah, true. Trying to think of.
It is a reasonable distance. It is more than just a couple of feet.
Yeah. I was just wondering if we could some of us could try and misty step through the ice.
I am going to go ahead and say if it requires you to see the destination, no, because it is.
Yeah.
You can only sort of faintly see the other side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I'm going to call for immediate action on at least some people's part, because otherwise you're going to lose one of your challenges. Because time is of the essence.
Just trying to picture this. So we need to get through this maze somehow.
Floor to ceiling maze walls, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way of getting an overview of the maze.
I do not have a map of the maze. No, it is an abstract.
No, as like not like us as players, but as the characters.
No,
Yeah.
no way of getting an overview of the maze. No.
Yeah, I guess we just start on the left and keep going.
We split up.
I
Or do we all go together?
Well, I feel
Like-
maybe splitting up to a certain extent would probably be good, because as long as someone finds the exit, they can stop
Okay.
the water.
groups of two. One holds left, one holds right. Then you know how it works from there, I guess.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
So you are running into the maze and trying to brute force it.
Essentially.
Well, Arya's gonna go keep one hand on the left wall.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a team left.
I'm team left.
I'll go with Arya.
Okay.
Unless you want to split it differently.
I mean, those
we'll
are
be-
basically our default teams at the moment,
Yeah.
so might as well stick with it.
Make me. Somebody in the team make me a survival check.
Okay. What's your survival, Grim?
Like 5.
Okay, you're better then.
Go for it, Arya.
For 5.
Okay.
Well, you know.
Okay.
Hello.
But I'm just better.
I will allow that as 2 successes.
Yay.
Okay. So you begin to follow the maze along, taking one side each, and working things out. And eventually, once you begin to get into the maze, it is no longer just it's no longer just a maze that you can traverse entirely on foot. There are holes in the ice that you can crawl through or climb up to.
Ah.
Hmm.
Hmm. Let me check.
So wait. So you said there were
Yeah, there's
there
now
were
like holes and stuff we can crawl through.
Yes. It is no longer just a footpath through.
So yeah, we have to now like crawl and climb and.
I guess we can still maintain the same rules, just a little less convenient.
So like
lot less
one person going for holes and one person going through tunnels, or
I guess
Well,
yeah, we
like-
could split up again.
Well, like we're still team right side. Right, well, the reason why we went to these teams is so we at least have someone in case of trouble.
Yeah, okay, true.
So I guess what is more on the right hand side?
Okay.
Tunnels or climbing.
Okay, I guess in that case,
I guess yeah, just keep hugging left and right because either way the walls can. There's that. I guess yeah, because that rule still works. It'd
Yeah.
just be the first hole or climb you come to.
so
take
I'm gonna say, because this is now more difficult and because you've already had successes for survival, if you want to do this with survival again, it's going to be at disadvantage.
that. Hmm.
So we don't really have anything else to do we? Like, we can leave a trail, but that's kind of what we're already doing with the right hand. But I guess just more survival.
Yeah, I guess so. Or do we want to do like? I mean, perception maybe.
To like.
Oh, I
try
guess
and
there is
figure
one-
out where they lead.
Yeah,
Like,
is
yeah,
there
as far as we can see, maybe.
is there a draft somewhere of some kind?
I will allow that for a perception check.
Oh yeah, should we?
An
should we do that
airflow.
then?
A search for an airflow.
Airflow.
Yeah.
Like, I assume the other paths lead to a dead end.
Yeah.
Although,
I'm only going to allow one roll for this because of the specificity of it.
Okay.
I will say it's probably not going to be grim. That's thing.
I mean, yeah, I have a +9 to perception.
I think that's better than any of us. So I also don't know if it makes a difference on our side because we're split up.
I'm only going to allow one roll, so.
Yeah. So I guess. Shall I do it?
Might as well.
Okay. That's another success.
Okay. Okay, more ways we can slip through.
So yeah, I guess Elizabeth, you're sort of like feeling out for like disturbances in the temperature, and you feel like you and your side are on track.
Hmm. God, what else can I do that helps in a maze?
The only thing that I can think to do is to help maybe Arya go faster, because I think that she has a better chance of easily getting through whatever hole or tunnel we may encounter, just because Clara's big shoulders. I don't know how big these holes are, okay?
Give her a bump up.
This is fine.
But and also I'm in like armor.
Yes.
That's not gonna be
Oh,
easier.
yeah.
Like, that's not easy to get through holes like that. So
Yeah, that would just make you broader.
if I could cast a spell on Arya to help her go faster, I can cast haste. But I
Okay.
don't really know.
Oh.
I don't really know if that's like a. I don't know how that would translate into this, but I think I'd like to do it regardless because that will at least help Arya move faster.
Yeah, so, considering that Elizabeth calls out that they are on the right track, I will let haste allow Arya to catch up, and because she's running with Lyra as well, she's even faster.
Yeah.
I will say that she can then take the lead, and I will give you a success for that if you want to expend
Okay.
the spell slot.
Yeah. No, I'll gladly expend that.
Okay.
Yeah, and like if it's the idea of us trying to run back that way to kind of meet up with the
Yep.
side that seems to be succeeding, I will trail behind as best I can. But
Okay.
I'll figure it out one way or
So
the other, I'm sure.
Kelariis is now effectively out of this. Arya, you are in the lead.
Okay.
I believe in you, Arya. You can do it.
Fly, fly.
Fly, you fool.
Okay, so what are you doing as your last skill challenge?
Well, we've tried sensing where it is, tried brute forcing it, tried speeding up.
Trying to move through everything as fast as possible. But I guess that still kind of counts as the brute forcing. Because you still have to, like...
Well, I would allow for an athletics roll from Arya to try and make the final sprint in time.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Sure,
Or
it can't
if
be acrobatics.
It cannot, no. No acrobatics.
I mean, I still have pretty good
Yeah.
athletics, but I have better
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Like acrobatics to redirect your momentum around the corners.
Yeah.
No.
Can she get any bonus for the haste?
Oh,
I'm counting the haste as a free success, so no. So I'm going to say, Arya, you rush on ahead and attempt to blitz it, and you in your calculations you take a wrong turn somewhere.
damn it.
First failure.
We can still do this though.
Yeah.
Yep. We just need to come up with.
Oh wait, there should only be 3 red boxes, not 5. There we go. I'm good at maths, honest.
Okay, so...
This wouldn't have noticed that this maze is designed based on basic labyrinth principles. You want to create a spiral design of some kind. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, that's an interesting theory. I would be swayed to allow an intelligence check to allow you to help Arya to counteract her mistake. It would be flat intelligence, though.
Well, I think that's one of our best bets.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cap it that Grim suggested it, so Grim makes it.
Well, that is going to be real exciting, now, isn't it? I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling very lucky. Well, I guess the luck point was wasted, but it's
Okay, so you expended a luck point to reroll and you got 7. Okay. Yeah.
more like I get to pick the best. But
Yeah. So it does not conform to standard maze principles.
That's unfortunate. That's how you build a good maze. As if I know anything about building a maze.
Yeah.
I intimidate the walls into moving.
Ooh.
We have magic items that would help.
Yeah. What do you have on you, Arya?
The water is almost at the brazier.
God.
I feel like you get the.
Arya,
think-
can you? This is completely out of character. Can you freeze it from here, from where you are, with your sword?
That is a good question. Can I freeze it with my sword?
It would extinguish the fire.
Ah,
Oh,
damn.
fuck,
Yeah,
that's
it
right.
would.
Yeah, I'd
Does
consider that.
Elizabeth
one.
have something that could? Oh no, I guess Elizabeth doesn't really have ice stuff, does she?
No.
Well, is there anything you could shoot to?
I have
You know.
flame arrows.
You just fucking shoot the water.
The
No,
problem
I
is
was gonna shoot the ice.
I was
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
more something like spike growth or something to direct the flow.
there is still a number of layers of ice wall between you and the brazier.
Yeah,
I mean, I have spike growth.
but like I guess if we can't actually shoot it, then
Spike growth isn't a shooty spell, though.
oh, is it just?
Yeah,
It's,
spike growth just happens.
What are you trying to
like-
achieve with it?
But yeah, what were you trying
Keep the
to...
water from the brazier.
Yeah, just to redirect the flow, but like because like it's like plants from the floor, isn't it? Kinda?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this thing is suspended from the ceiling. I don't think that will work the way you think it
Damn.
might.
Wait, so I didn't realize this, but like so the walls are see-through.
Sort of.
Semi-transparent, yes.
Oh, semi.
Yeah, we've tried the teleport approach.
We tried the teleporting thing.
Yeah,
Like
like
the first
and
thing I
actually,
tried to do.
yeah. Now that you mention it, we did try it out.
Consult,
How well
consult
can we-
the magic items? Maybe one of them can help.
You do not have much time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and mark that final box if you don't decide soon.
Well, there's like we've done everything there is to do. Just be fast, try and outwit it. There's nothing.
Okay, but we
left.
can't just give up. We have to try something because no matter what, like trying something is better than not doing anything at this point.
Yeah.
So
like-
quickly.
Like
say-
Arya can like use more movement speed magic.
well, can I? No, can I try and like if I was to try and like encourage like the marking of path that didn't work and trying to do it like that way?
You are far enough in the maze that that will no longer have any benefit.
Okay. Oh god.
Could you? Can we break? Like, is there a way to break through the ice to get there? I know that's kind of breaking the maze idea of it.
You
but,
can
like,
try, but it will be very difficult.
difficult.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
like-
worried about.
You have fire, lots of it, but
I'm going to go ahead and half mark this box.
Okay.
I think we run into the same issue every time. We're
Yeah,
just
we always
like we
get to,
just
the
don't know
last
what to
bit and we're
do.
like, what else can
It's
we
like
do?
we feel like we've gone through all our options every time.
Items. maybe?
Okay.
Can I use my arrows to climb over the wall?
No, we can't.
It's
go over
floor
it,
to
we
ceiling.
established that.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a ceiling.
Ferrous. This feels bad is the thing, or not feels bad, but it feels not correct. I have Dimension Door, and I have a spell slot left for it. I don't know if that's blocked for the same reasons that, like, Misty Step or other teleports are, and also that feels just like
Does-
bypassing the entire point of this.
Does Dimension Door require line of sight?
It does not, because I think it's just any... you arrive at exactly the spot desired. It just has to be within range of 500 feet. I don't know if it's in 500 feet also. It can be a place you see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as a bunch of examples.
Okay. I will
That
let
sounds
you.
like the best plan.
I will let you do it if you roll a percentile dice to determine if you can make the calculation correctly.
Okay.
I
I mean,
also-
unless somebody has a better idea.
My only other idea was summoning Scarlet to try and
Yeah, I'm gonna
take
say
advantage of the size to rush through.
if Kelariis doesn't do this right now, the water is gonna flow into the brazier.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. The percentile die is just a D100. correct?
D100, yes.
All right. Well, fucking here we go, lads. I don't know if that's good or bad in this case, but it's a number. I have also a slot.
Okay. What happens when you fail Dimension Door?
Oh. Good question. Hold on.
I think
I
you
think I
take
just-
damage.
Yeah, I think I take a bunch of damage. That's the wrong spell.
Then you pop out in like the nearest spot or something. Is that like usually what happens?
If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or creature, you and any creature, well, it's just me, will take 4d6 force damage, and the fill fails to teleport you, so I just don't go anywhere.
Oh, no.
Okay,
And I take
so
damage. Alright, well.
Kelariis, you attempt to bamf forward and take 19 force damage as you miscalculate. And the water begins to touch the brazier. The flame sputters and hisses, and an icy fog begins to fill the maze. You all take 31 cold damage.
Ow.
What are you doing?
Well, it's not like anything has changed. I still don't know. Like, we just continue doing what we've already been doing.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna try and send.
It's not like there's anything
Yeah.
else that we can do.
I'm going to try and send Scarlet ahead so that she could maybe take advantage of her small size and flight and flight speed
Okay, make me.
to get through.
Uh,
Because yeah, she's tiny and has 60 feet of flying speed. So.
make me a survival check with advantage for Scarlet.
Okay. How do I roll her with advantage? Oh wait, she rolls with advantage anyway because she's a monster.
Yeah.
She doesn't actually have survival, so for God's sake.
Okay, that is not enough. Scarlet is lost within the maze. Another 41 cold damage as the flame gets low.
Ow. Okay, so hang on. So hang on. How much health was I even on?
I'm on 9 health.
36.
Oh, God.
I was on 36.
Is there anything Lyra can do to help? Like, can I get on Lyra? Would that make me faster?
Speed is not the problem, it is navigating this final part of the maze.
Would Lyra be any better at doing that?
Lyra can try and make a check.
What does
Depends
everybody think about that?
what skill do you think Lyra can do that's better than you can do? Because right now, if you're still trying to do brute forcing stuff, you're just going to be rolling at disadvantage.
Does Lyra have better?
I guess the only
She has better scent and hearing than I do, so she
'Cause
could
maybe she can
maybe
listen for
track
the
it by
hiss
the
of the
smoke,
flame.
or the hiss.
Yeah, either the
what I've
hiss or like you'd have to make a sound, and then based on what echoes the slowest, I guess, because that would be the longest corridor.
I will say if we want to make a perception check as Lyra, it will cancel out the disadvantage, her advantage. So she'll just roll regularly. If you think that's better.
How good is Lyra at perception?
She's pretty good. She has a +8.
Might as well try.
We all okay with that?
Well, I don't see any other option.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Sorry, I was also trying to think, but.
Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck.
Ouch. That is 46 cold damage.
I'm down.
You're down.
Okay.
We're all getting pretty close.
Yeah, I've got 2 health left at this point.
Last ditch.
Like I've said, I have no clue what else there's left. I guess there is maybe one thing that I can So based on the transparency of the wall, like we can see a certain amount of. We can kind of determine where the walls are and where the floor is.
Yes, you have to
Because-
do a degree of estimation, which is why Kelariis' teleportation failed.
Yeah, but that's I know that, but
Yeah.
Like, it's the only thing that we haven't done yet that we could possibly try. Try and, like, determine the layout based on where all the walls are. Like, but, yeah.
I mean, I have another desperation play revolving around teleportating.
Teleportating.
Yeah. But obviously,
What is-
I'm not. I don't know how familiar I would be with the brazier in question.
Not really.
Exactly.
I mean, you will have seen it before.
Yeah, seen casually.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, viewed once.
Well,
I'd say it's
Probably
probably a
not.
little bit more than that because you can literally see it right now.
Okay, so seen. Yeah, we'll say seen casually. See, the table doesn't translate very well in the sheet.
Well, you're looking at teleport, right?
Yeah. So if it was just seen casually, then how bad could it get? Oh, pretty bad.
I would say it's very familiar
Oh, would you?
because you can see it.
Okay.
I guess there is
Oh,
very
wait, hang on.
little.
Just reading the thing very quickly.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it does actually say, or a place you can see when you cast the spell. Very familiar is a place you have been very often, a place you have carefully studied, or a place you can see
yeah.
when
So
you
it's
cast the spell.
it's very familiar. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try it then.
Okay, so you're casting teleport.
Just regular teleport.
Are you just bringing you?
I mean, I guess if Grim's within 10 feet of me,
Yeah, Grim
I
is
might as well bring
Grim is within 10 feet of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might as well
we
bring
step
Grim and
together.
Scarlet if they're within 10 feet of me. So
Okay.
assuming Grim wants to be teleported.
So
Why not? Well, I
Give-
think
So I
even
roll
if
the
you mess up,
D100.
give me that 1d100 roll.
Come on. Oh, that's bad.
Okay.
how bad is it?
That's a similar area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
We're trying everything we possibly can.
On
and it's
target
failing.
was on target was literally anything 25 or higher.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess. No, I don't think. No, never mind.
We are now in a similar area.
Okay.
Well, at least we're not going to freeze to death.
Well,
Well,
You
yeah,
might not, but I might.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
well,
Kelariis
yeah.
and I very much probably will.
Okay. I'm trying to think what is a similar area.
Yeah, an area that's visually or thematically similar to the target area. It just says. Generally appear at the closest similar place, but since the spell has no range limit, you could see they end up anywhere on the plane.
The closest. Okay, so the closest similar place, I will say, you teleport to a dead end in the maze.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, but. Sure.
That's kind of good, but also like not good.
Okay.
Actually, I'd say that's probably the best outcome.
That's probably not good,
So
actually.
Yeah.
seeing
It's bad, but it could be worse.
seeing as that is instant, I am going to give Kelariis an attempt.
I don't. I mean, the thing is like, the only thing that I can think to do is try the dimension door thing again, but I didn't have success with that the first time. I could try to break through the walls, but that also seems like a bad idea.
Well, which do you want to try? Teleport again or break the wall down?
How
Right,
many?
it's a reaction.
But there's a lot of walls between us, huh?
There's a couple.
Yeah.
The problem is it's difficult to tell how many.
Yeah. Although breaking
it-
through one could still give you a pretty major advantage.
Is asking you what I'd be rolling like allowed?
I mean,
Like,
tell me
obviously
what
the
you're
second
rolling.
one. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's also fair.
I mean, the teleport is a percentile just because I'm using like a chance, like a percentage chance of success. But with the others, tell me a skill check and I will.
I mean, honestly, if I'm trying to break down the wall, the only thing I can think of is athletics because I'm physically trying to brute force my way through.
Okay.
The only other thing I can think of is, unfortunately, I don't think I have the burning smite one readied. Because this flame would be
just attack the wall.
I will.
Yeah, like that's the only thing I can think of right now.
With a weapon.
Yeah, I will allow out of frustration you to just try and, using your weapons, your fists, and anything in range, break through the walls with athletics.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could give myself anything else that would potentially help, but I don't have. I was hoping that I had the fire smite one ready, but I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Flat athletics. Jeez, just athletics.
Yeah, just athletics, yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay. So, with a roar of frustration, Kelariis, you strike the wall in front of you, and it's bringing down Freedom's tongue causes it to smash and splinter. You tear through one wall, you smash through the other as this fog begins to build, and with every last ounce of your strength, you break through and yank this thing away from the flame, and the fog begins to subside.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So that was DC 22.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, if the fog's going, can I find Arya?
Yes. Yeah, Arya, make a death saving throw for me.
I'll be there.
Oh,
I'm good.
Arya!
I'm great. I'm doing good. Don't worry about me.
Oh my god.
You, like, the biting chill subsides and you draw yourself up as, like, Kelariis is, like, bearing down on you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Try Dragonborn.
So, yeah, there is a tiny amount of, like, oil left in the bottom of this brazier, and there is just flickering embers dancing over the top of it.
Oh my god.
It is still
Really
dying.
cut that fucking close.
It's still dying?
Okay.
It's still dying.
Do we have...
I have flame arrows.
Yeah,
Oh
hang
my
on.
god.
I have firebolt. I can make fire.
Do we need to add more oil or
Yeah,
something?
we need to add fuel.
I got arrows.
Can I add some bits of paper?
Okay, you throw paper into the fire.
I'll take a piece of paper and I'll rip it into little pieces and I'll just start slowly feeding bits of paper to the fire.
I can break an arrow and make some sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you slowly begin to feed the fire.
Yes, we have some. Well, I guess we have some torches we could use.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
the inscription said to protect the flame of life so it can take its course or something, right?
Hmm.
I wonder if it just needs to burn out on its own and just not be put out by the water.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that does.
Oh, so we should stop.
Yeah, okay. I've given it a piece of paper.
Okay, yeah, it burns through the paper quite quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody has a better thought than that and wants to just go for it, by all means.
No, that's a pretty good thought.
That seems about as good as any thought we've had.
Also, it's pretty logical with Raven Queen's teachings.
So you're letting the fire burn out.
Yeah, but not by water.
Okay.
We're just holding it above the water. Fuck you, water.
Keeping it away from the water. We're just holding it like between air.
Because the fog has, or not gone away, but subsided.
Yes. Now that the water is no longer pouring onto the flame, the choking, freezing gas is no longer being produced. So yeah, you leave the flame, and slowly but surely it dies. And then everything falls dark. Unnaturally dark.
Oh god.
And then, those of you with dark vision, your vision begins to become accustomed to the darkness again, and you are in a different chamber.
I was gonna say, I still have my dagger light.
Yeah, it made no difference. But Technically, I guess the illumination from the dagger light begins to like appear again, and you are in a different location now. It is a stone-walled chamber.
Do we seem relatively safe?
For the moment, there is only one door.
Well, let's go for it, I guess.
I feel like there's a moment's pause before Elizabeth just like slightly launches herself at Kelariis and Arya, just be like, "Oh my god, I'm so scared. I genuinely thought that was it. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you too."
I imagine Arya's just like, please get off me.
Yeah. Arya, whose
She's
skin
not
is
mean
still
about it, but she sort of, shuffles away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your skin is also very rough and sore from being basically
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah.
You have like pretty severe frostbite.
Sorry. Okay. I'm okay. Through the door? I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, we should probably go for the door.
So you push the door open, step through a short corridor, and there is a light up ahead. It appears the corridor basically like travels a short distance and then into a furnished room.
Guess seeing a light ahead, I'll sheathe my dagger.
Okay.
And I think this was the last challenge. Perhaps we should have a little rest in one of these rooms. Seem comfortable enough. And I think we all can use a little rest.
Well, do you mean the room that seems to be furnished up ahead?
Yeah, the in room that seems to be furnished up ahead.
Yeah, well, we gotta get there first.
It's like a couple of feet away.
Okay, yeah. Then let's go there and like
Okay.
make sure it's safe and rest.
So as you step into the room, you become aware that there is a fireplace in here, which is the source of the light.
Oh.
And there is a man in here.
Oh.
He has long black hair tied back in a ponytail. And he is sitting in a wheeled like mechanical chair. And he appears to be missing his legs from just above the knees. And sort of like as you enter, he wheels the chair around to turn and face you and says, "Ah, at last pilgrims arrive."
Yes.
Hi. Who
Ow.
are you?
Forgive me.
Okay.
I am Vorkesis.
Volkessus. Yes, we've heard of. I guess we were here seeking the Raven Queen's favor. That was what we're supposed to say, right?
He nods and says, "I thought as much. The Queen is expecting you. If I might first entreat you with something."
Chiz?
You seek knowledge of the old magic. The magic that my queen used to make herself what she is today.
Well, I guess, yeah,
Well-
the magic is enabling the Red Legion to go up against gods.
Well, we're
I
just
mean,
we're not looking. We're just looking how to stop that kind of
Well-
magic from being.
yeah, that.
He sighs and just says,
In this specific case, it is in order to stop someone from from being immortal, I guess.
And
Which
he nods and sort of says, I understand. Under any other circumstance, I would entreat you not to seek this knowledge. It is a knowledge that the world is better off without knowing. But if the intent of bearing it is noble, then I suppose you have no choice.
I for one shall share this knowledge with no one, even when dead.
He just sort of opens his arms in a shrug and just sort of says, I have no means of holding you to that. And I guess he produces a long black feather made of crystal and proffers it to you and says, the four of you need merely touch this and know where you wish to be.
wait, do we need to think of where we want to be and then touch it, or will we touch it and then know where we need to go?
He sort of smiles and says, touch it and then think. It will take you to her.
Ah, good in that way.
So I guess we're touching it and thinking.
Should
to
we
the
perhaps
Way-Between?
should we perhaps take? I guess it might be considered a little disrespectful if we take a little rest in order to. Well,
You are more than welcome to wait here if you need it.
I think it might be for the better, considering just like looking over all of us. The trial was took a bit. Took a bit of energy.
He
with me
nods.
putting it.
He sort of says, trials are intended to force you to confront your mortality.
Yeah, that. Well, they definitely did that.
Wow.
I guess we'll have a short rest and then touch it afterwards.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
sounds like a plan.
So at least, we are half bruised when we show up.
Okay. So, yeah, I think the four of you take a short rest, and that is a good enough point for us to end our session, I think.
Yeah, probably a good idea. It's getting late.
It is.
Oh my god.
So,
Never have I been more scared than when you break out those pass, fail.
skill
Time
challenges, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've never actually properly passed one. It just gets too hard. We can't think of enough things.
Yeah,
We
the
almost passed the other one. Well, I guess we almost passed this one too.
the
yeah.
the 5-box ones are brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, the skill challenges are absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
It's fine.
was-
You pulled out those little tick boxes, and immediately my brain was like, "It's clocks." And I've been playing. Well, I've been
Yep.
playing with a lot of systems that use clocks to track failure or
Oh,
success, and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"No."
It is basically clocks.
It is pretty much clocks, to be fair.
But
Um,
god. I genuinely thought we were all going to die.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, I thought we were going to. I thought we were going to TPK for a good, like.
I didn't think we were gonna
10 minutes
TPK,
there.
but I thought I was gonna die.
No, I genuinely thought we were all going to die.
Well,
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting us when we were going to try teleporting to the bonfire just to end up at, like, for example, the bonfire outside or something on the bridge. But guess we ended up in the maze
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to admit that did cross my mind, but when it said the closest thematically appropriate place, I was like, that
Yeah.
would just be a dead end in the maze.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just didn't consider the maze an option because I was like, that seems a little close.
Because yeah, it does say genuinely you could
Yeah.
show up in the closest similar space.
Yes.
But since the range
Well,
is infinite.
If
Theoretically,
the
it might be
if the
all
challenge had continued at that point, you basically would have been set back a success.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, makes sense.
Ferrous, I'm sorry I Kool-Aid mad my way through your ice walls.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that
actually
was
surprised
bad
that
as
it worked,
hell.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't gonna work. I was
if-
like, oh, here we go.
If you had tried it on anything except the last box, it would have been insanely difficult. Instead, it was only ridiculously difficult.
Great, cool.
It's a good
What's the
thing
DC
Kelariis
on
has ridiculous
insanity?
strength.
well, that said,
I mean, I did only pass that by what, 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, like, you know, it was a 50-50.
Yep.
The roll,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
which
true.
honestly, better odds than most of the other ones.
So, yeah, with that in mind, I think that's a great place to say thank you all for watching, thank you all for playing, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.